Alright, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can end up hearing me. I'm saying, like, I'm talking early because typically... Don't worry about that. I'm talking early because typically when I talk this early, it would line up perfectly for when the stream starts, but sometimes I just notice in the beginning of my streams I'm like dead silent for the first like 10, 15, 20 seconds until I realize it's live, and it's been live for a little bit. So let me know if you guys can hear me. And if you guys can hear me, I'm gonna finish up everything here and then we're gonna jump right into this. Oh, is the music loud? I forgot to turn down the music. I was kind of jamming out to the music beforehand. Not actually jamming out to it, but I don't use the stream music that often. Is that a good volume for the music? Is everything good? Is the music, background music, too loud? Or should it go down a little bit? Okay, good. Music's good? Alright, that's good to hear. Never clicked so fast on a YouTube video in my life. Aw, well, I appreciate that. I'm sure there'll be a video you click on faster than this stream. More drama. Yes, more drama. People say after 2 years of the whole VanossCrew drama, it's really been 3 years if you include Minilad and all the allegations coming out about him, but after 3 years of me making videos about this drama, people are shocked that almost every other week or every other month there's always something for me to talk about. What's happening now? Oh, we're gonna get into it. But it always shocks people that, like, wow, there is actually stuff to talk about. And there is. Sometimes it's really small. Sometimes it's really big. Today's pretty big, I would say. Today's pretty big. It ain't like Ohmwrecker interview big like I had in the past, but it's big. It's big. It's big stuff. It can imply a lot of stuff, and I'm here to update you guys on what's going on, because sometimes you guys aren't, you know, checking out all the social medias of the VanossCrew. Sometimes you guys aren't checking out every video on YouTube about the VanossCrew, and that's where I will step in to try to inform you on what's going on. So yeah, will the drama ever stop? I don't think so. At least not for a long time. Ohmwrecker and Delirious have to finish up the drama between them and their court case. Minilad would need to leave the platform. Yes, there's death threats being sent out, and it's very disappointing that people will stoop to that level to send death threats to people. There's death threats going to multiple people in the VanossCrew, or associated with the VanossCrew. Oh, I've been waiting for the sentences. Can you guys hear me? Wouldn't be a TJV stream without the sentence. I always gotta double check if you guys can hear me. I mean, this microphone I've had for a couple years. One day it's just not gonna work, and I'm gonna load up a stream and you guys aren't gonna be able to hear me. Lucky enough, this shitty ass webcam with the shitty ass quality has a microphone in it, but I've never tested it out. So the microphone quality of this webcam could be ass, and I might have to roll with that for one stream if this ends up going bad. But the microphone's really good, I would say. Is there going to be a mic funeral? Maybe. But the webcam mic will have to pick up the slack if this ends up shooting out one of the streams, because I would want to finish the stream. Or I'd just pick up my phone and continue the stream on my phone. I mean, my phone quality, like the camera quality is not the best. It's probably just as good as my webcam quality, but it's still okay. Someone did point out that my streams are only in 720p. I will try to fix that. I couldn't fix it this stream. I couldn't get around to doing it, but I will get around to doing it, I promise. Like Wildcat webcam mic. It's bad. It'd be bad. Why does the quality look so bad? Is it easier to use? In my opinion, yes. There is very easy 1080p HD ones, but this one was called a 720p, or no, this one was called a 1080p HD, and when I load up the properties of this camera, like the device properties, it says it's 1080p. But it doesn't look 1080p at all. But when I go to export stuff out of Premiere, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look as bad as it is now during the stream, so I'm sorry guys, but I've been using the same camera since I did the Ohmwrecker interview, and I got a shit ton of views during then. No one was really complaining about the camera quality back then because they were here for the drama, so I imagine people aren't caring about the drama now. Plus, why would you want to see me in higher quality? I don't really get that, but I get, like, just it's more pleasing to the eye. Maybe you want to see the Yoshis better. Maybe you're a Packers fan and stuff like that. Which I gotta fix this flag. It doesn't like to stay back all the time, but It's like a TJV iconic badge. Exactly. It's part of the brand, guys, to look this shitty on a webcam. That's it. Thank you for the news. See you next stream. Oh, wow, you're dipping already. All right, catch you later. There is actual news, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. One question. Who is sending the death threats? That is the thing. We don't really know who's sending the death threats for like a couple of the like the people who I'm going to talk about today, but we do know who it could be, and it is something we could look out for going forward in the future. Now, I'm going to get into that in a second, but you need to see that Mario poster in 1080p. It's actually a Mario and Sonic one, and someone said like Mini-Lad's Pablo character was Mario or whatever. I was gonna take it down, but then I realized, yeah, if I take that down, I don't know if I could. I mean, I had this way before he was even Pablo or anything like that. This is a pillowcase, actually. It's like a square pillowcase for a square pillow, and I got it when I was really young, so I wouldn't want to get rid of it. What flavor is your vape? This vape flavor today is Gummy Bear. Gummy Bear, it's an e-blue. I do have my box mod right here. This one is really nice. I just don't have any juice for it. It's out of juice. And no, I did not vape it down to that. I emptied out some of the juice, so don't worry. I'm not vaping my vapes down to barely any juice. That's how you ruin the coils in your box mods, by the way, if you don't know about it. But I also have people sometimes saying you shouldn't be talking about vapes when you have kids watching you. I select all my videos and all my streams not for kids. And clearly I talk about pedophiles and shit like that online, so if a kid does watch my videos, I hope that he takes the lesson to not follow Mini-Lad and not try to avoid the drama, you know, at all costs. But none of my recommendations are for kids, by the way. Just want to say that. Bro, that mod looks sick. Thank you. It's a Snow Wolf. It's an old version of a Snow Wolf, though. I don't think you can buy these versions of Snow Wolves anymore, but I got it. It says Mini on the back of it, which it's kind of unfortunate since I talk about Mini-Lad all the time, but it's kind of like a Snow Wolf Mini, but it's really big for being a mini box mod. It's huge. Like, this is my hand. I'd say I have a normal size hand, and that's the box mod right there. So, and then the tank is a Zeus tank. It's a separate tank. It costs about $60-70 for the Zeus tank. At least that's what I paid for it at the time. And then I got a couple batteries over here. It only takes a single battery. Some box mods take dual batteries, which is always better, but this takes a single battery. It's not that bad. Sorry for talking about vapes. I'm going to stop talking about vapes and start talking about the drama, but hopefully the Gummy Bear Sharks I ordered haven't melted. Any updates on the Delirious and Ohm case? So, I will start with that, because that's going to be real short. No updates, really, on the Ohmwrecker and Delirious case. All we're really waiting for at this point, though, if you haven't been following along, is that there's been a new judge assigned to the case of Ohmwrecker versus Delirious, and we're going to see how the new judge reacts to things. So far, the previous judge has been reacting more in favor of Ohm, not because the judge was biased. I made a video talking about the previous judge has been more in favor of Ohm. I don't mean that like he's buddy-buddy with Ohm and he's biased with Ohm. I'm just saying most of the judge's decisions to, like, when Delirious and his attorneys put out an appeal, or Delirious and his attorneys put out a recommendation to change the venue and change the jurisdiction, the judge has said no in favor of Ohm. Like, we're going to continue with what Ohm and his attorneys have came forth with, and it's going to be set here. You ain't going to change it. So people actually thought that, like, I was meaning the judge is siding with Ohm and, like, he's biased to Ohm. That's what people thought I was talking about, which was so dumb. What I meant when I say the judge is typically in favor of Ohm, meaning he usually makes decisions that's in Ohm's benefit. That's what I mean, okay? But that was the old judge. The new judge just came in, and we haven't seen much from him yet. There hasn't really been any documents submitted yet. There's nothing for us to really review yet. So the judge is going to catch up on the case, and then maybe this judge will be more in favor of Delirious, more down the middle. Maybe he will come in and see what the previous judge saw and said, you know what, yep, everything that was argued before is going to stand, and we're going to continue, and maybe he'll make more decisions that benefit Ohm down the road. But that's what's going on right there. Man, talking about biased people, really think Delirious is still a good guy. Man, talking about biased people, people really think Delirious is still a good guy. That's what you mean by that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about all of this here in a second, and I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit because to me it's a little loud. I don't know to you guys if it's not, but turn it down to 8. It's probably barely hearable for you guys now, but I can hear myself think now. Admitting to using alt accounts and all that. Yeah, okay, so Delirious has admitted to using alt accounts and, you know, doing things he shouldn't have done. Liz even made a video talking about, yes, you know, my fiance, husband, whoever Delirious was to Liz at the time, has made alt accounts and he's dumb for that, blah, blah, blah. She even said that Ohm and Delirious are made for each other, because she thinks really poorly of Ohmwrecker as well. But yes, Delirious has made alt accounts. He has admitted to making alt accounts, using them for stalking and harassing and targeting Ohm mainly. But there are some other allegations that some of the alt accounts were used to attack and target people that supported Ohm, some of the victims of the situation. There's that famous Ray Harpy account that threatened a baby. Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about today. But again, this is all going to come up in the court documents. So that's why it's kind of like I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to make a whole video talking about the account I talked about before, because I'm going to have to talk about it in the future. I mean, it's probably going to come up in a court document, and we're going to have to talk about it at one point, because they're going to mention the Ray Harpy account in a court document. Delirious is going to have to defend himself if he's not that account, or admit that he is that account, you know. So, didn't he DOS Ohm? I don't know what you mean by DOS, but doxed? Yeah. Yes, sirree. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Delirious mentioned something about Ohm's girlfriend, like name-dropped his girlfriend, or something like that, when no one knew her name at all, which is a little weird, too. But again, it is. Is Liz and Delirious still together? Yes, they are still together. They're happily together. I'm happy that they're living their life the way they want to. I think they have 2 children now, the last I heard. They post this information publicly. I'm not revealing anything bad or anything like that, but yeah. And then Minilad, still Minilad, trying to upload videos. So what references did the crew make? Okay, so we're going to talk about that here in a second. I do want to get into one thing beforehand. Little selfish me, I know. But I'm going to talk about just what happened to me real quick. So I was planning on uploading a video during the weekend and on Monday. I had to postpone all of that because of an injury I had, and it wasn't anything serious. So my thumb, this thumb on my right hand, I cut my thumb like a month and a half ago. Wasn't a serious cut, but I was working on my car, cut my hand. I went to go wrap it up. It's right above the nail of my thumb, you know, right up there is where I cut it, right above my nail. And so I went to go wrap it up. It was bleeding a lot, but I wrapped it up. And then after like a week or two, I went to an urgent care, because when I kept taking the wraps off, the place where I got cut, there was a bump forming, like a huge bump, a huge little bump growing out of my thumb where I had the cut at. So I'm like, okay, there's probably an infection or something. I got to go get this checked out. And it was right before the July 4th, so I couldn't go to like my actual doctor that I have. So I had to go to like an urgent care. And so they gave me some medicine and said, okay, this should help the swelling from going down. My entire right thumb looks like my big toe. My thumb just like doubled in size. My thumb looked really, really bad. So I thought I got an infection, a tetanus, it's nothing from rust or anything. I don't even know if I truly did have an infection, but all I know was that there was a lot of red irritation. My thumb was swelling up. There was a huge bump where the cut was. So I got some pills to take throughout the week, an antibiotic to help me, you know, reduce the inflammation and hopefully remove the infection. After a week, it did not work. I went to my actual, the family doctor that I have, and he threw away the old pills and said that those pills are not even meant for what you need, and he gave me these bigger white pills that I gotta take. So I took those pills for 2 weeks, and I was listening to him. I aired out where the cut was, but a big bump was forming, and it got so bad. I'm not going to show you because I don't have it on my finger anymore, but my thumb right there was a big bump growing over my thumb, like a piece of skin growing over my thumb. Sorry if this is disgusting, but there was a giant bump growing over my thumb, and it almost looked like a second thumb was growing on my thumb. And so my family started calling me Six Fingers, and everyone was making fun of me about it, blah, blah, blah. I didn't mind. What I hated is when I use my right hand to sit here and move the mouse, and my thumb is facing down towards the desk, so I would always scrape that bump along my desk. I would want to still go out and work on my car, so I'd have to constantly wrap it up, and then the wrap I would put on there would make my thumb feel sore. It was just a pain in the ass, really, and getting in the way. My house doctor said in 2 weeks, if it doesn't go down or at all, go to a dermatologist, a skin doctor, and they're going to remove it. Well, I went to a skin doctor on Monday, which was yesterday. I went yesterday morning, and they pretty much shot a bunch of medicine into my finger. They had a lot of fucking shots from all over my thumb. They were going every angle of my thumb. They were pumping medicine into my thumb so it would numb it up. And then they took a razor, cut that thing off. I didn't even feel a thing. What I did feel is that they had to cauterize it because the thing that they cut off left such a big hole in my thumb that it was constantly bleeding. And if they wouldn't have cauterized it, there'd been no way to stitch it. There would have been no way to just put pressure on it and hopefully it stopped. They need to cauterize it. And if you don't know what cauterizing is they pretty much take a really hot piece of metal or something like that and they stick it right to where the open wound is, and it burns the skin all around it, so it closes the wound, but it's just burnt skin. Now, I'm going to say this now. Trigger warning for anyone who doesn't want to see burnt skin. I will show you guys here on stream. I don't think this is against YouTube policy, so I will show you. But if you don't want to see it, look away from your screen, and I'll tell you when to look back. So if you don't want to see it, look away now, and I will tell you when to look back, okay? But this is what it looks like after them cauterizing my thumb and removing it, and you'll see where how the bump, my thumb is still slightly swollen. But look away right now. 3, 2, 1. I'm about to show it, and that's what it looks like right there. So it looks just like a black mark, but all that is burnt skin and dried up blood. And my thumb, as you can see, does not look normal to my other thumb because there was a giant bump growing over my nail. And you can look back now if you looked away. But yeah, there was a big bump growing over my nail, and they said that it's very common, not very common, but it does happen typically with younger men, and usually some men never take care of it, and over time it can turn out to be real bad, and it'll just be a part of you. You'll always have a big lump over your thumb, and it'll just be a piece of like skin almost hanging there. But what we think is like some sort of artery or something was like growing out of my body. It was healing in the wrong direction. Instead of growing internally in my thumb, it was exiting my thumb and trying to grow outside of my thumb. So they had to cut it off and cauterize it. So far, I'm feeling great. I just got to take another antibiotic for like a week or two. But I'm feeling great. Quality's so bad you can't even see. Yeah, you can't really see it, but I just showed you. If my thumb's just sitting here on the desk and you end up seeing it, you're only going to see that a little bit. So it's not that big of a deal. But if any of those wanted to look away, you looked away. That's what ended up happening to me. So I was dizzy a lot yesterday because they were pumping a bunch of medicine into my thumb, and then when they cut it off, I looked down at it, and I was like, oh, that ain't that bad. Looked back up, started sweating, my stomach started turning, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was worse than I thought. I mean, I looked at it, it wasn't that bad, but I did lose a lot of blood yesterday. They said my blood pressure was jumping all over the place from them having to remove it, but they said I'm fine. I just drank plenty of water and be fine. So got my water. I am fine. There's nothing wrong with me, and I had this bump for a month and a half. The last month and a half, like a week or two before the 4th of July, I've had that bump on my thumb. I never mentioned it once. I live streamed between then. I've uploaded many videos between then. I've been in Discord calls with a ton of people, like my staff team and everyone. I never sat here and mentioned it. The reason why is because it wasn't that big of a deal. I focused on my work. I focused on my family. I focused on my new nephew being born. I focused spending time with my little brother and my girlfriend. I didn't care that I had a little bump on my thumb, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I only mention it now is because if you see a little black spot on my thumb, it's not because I haven't showered and that's just dirt piled up in my nail. That's the reasoning why. And I just wanted to point out, I just had my thumb cauterized. It's fine. People were making jokes or concerned. Some of my family were concerned that you're going to have to cut off your thumb. And I'm like, no. But it can lead to something like that. You can lead to have your thumb being completely cut off if you just let that happen. So if you have anything weird growing on your body that ain't normal, go get yourself checked out, and definitely go to a dermatologist, because I went to an urgent care and my actual doctor, and they couldn't do anything for almost a full month, and I hated living with that thing on my thumb. So if I ever get shit like that again, I'm going straight to the dermatologist. Fuck going into my doctor first. I'm going straight to the dermatologist, be like, hey, when can you remove this? And I was only in there 30 minutes yesterday. It was only 30 minutes of my time. I got in there around 8, had to do paperwork till 8:30, and then between like 8:30 and 9 is all the time they took to cut it off and wrap it up. And it was good. But you have to stay awake for it, and your thumb is completely numbed. The cauterizing does burn. You feel the burn. You know, I don't know if anyone's had to gone through with having a part of their body cauterized at all, but you feel the burn. Even if your thumb's all numbed up or whatever, you feel the heat. And the cauterizing hurt a bit, you know, but the shots in my thumb, I don't know for me. Needles don't really hurt me as much as it does other people. I don't get freaked out by needles either. I mean, I just understand they gotta do what they gotta do. It's gonna look odd. Yeah, they said I'm gonna have a weird ridge on my thumb, and it's gonna look more normal than without it. And trust me, I have actual pictures of what the huge lump looked like that was growing out of my thumb. Trust me, I would much rather live with a little ridge on my thumb than that huge lump on there. Plus, I'll be able to go back to normal and working on cars, and I'll probably be able to run my thumb into shit, and it won't start bleeding all of a sudden. But for a while, I gotta take it easy so this fully heals, and I'll be good to go. Which kind of sucks, because I was going to throw like a football game and record it for YouTube and do all that. I just had to cancel plans because my thumb was injured, and if I went to go throw a football, or if someone tackled me and this cut open, I mean, yeah, that sucked. But I had a lot of big like plans of like playing football and uploading videos of me being tackled and making cool passes and doing more vlog type stuff that I've always wanted to do when I was younger, and I had plans for it and everything. I just had to cancel it and let everyone know. So his poor thummy. I know, my poor thumb. Can we see the pictures? I won't show the pictures on stream because it is really disgusting. But maybe in Discord, like if people really want to see it, I'll pull up, like I'll be in a Discord VC after the stream maybe. How about that? After the stream, I'll be in a Discord VC, a public Discord VC. I'll pull up a picture of it and I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what it looked like. But yeah, tumorous growth. They did say the lump that they cut off, they have to send it into the lab because no matter what gets cut off of a body, they need to send it into the lab for tests. So they're going to test for diseases, infections, cancer, all that other sort of thing. I don't have. They are almost 100% sure that it's not cancerous or anything. They just said, you know what? We have to send it to the lab because legally we have to send it in. But I'm going to get a report back apparently saying what it was, if it carried any infection or diseases at all. But for right now, nope, it's all good. I have a scar on my left pinky finger. Just make sure that scar doesn't grow into a bump, because that's what happened to me. I had a little cut on my thumb, and it grew into a bump, and then it grew into a lump that was growing out of my thumb, and I had to live with that for about a month. And it fucking sucked. I couldn't do all the little tedious things that you don't realize. The top of your thumb. I'm spilling my water everywhere. The tops of your thumb, you don't realize how much, like, the top of your thumb makes a lot of contact with stuff, and you don't realize that until you have something growing there, and it fucking hurts. So I'm definitely not going to take for granted, like, holding a controller and moving my mouse around and just doing everyday sort of things. I'm not going to take that shit for granted anymore, because holy shit, like, yeah, it was hard. That's what she said. All right, anyways, let's move on to the drama, because I just spent a lot of time talking about myself, and I don't want to do that much, so we're going to move on. I will say, good job to anyone in the Discord who's typing in the chats, especially in self-promo. I like checking out the work that you guys do and stuff that you guys like sharing of your own. We have a self-promo chat. I actually was looking at a flash edit someone posted today. I thought that flash edit was pretty dope. Forgot who posted it, but thank you guys in the Discord who's doing that sort of thing. His thumb was the old judge. Oh my god. See, if my community was, not to say you guys don't mean a lot, you guys definitely do, but if my community was like 7 times bigger, you know, if I had like 300 people in here, if someone said that comment, his thumb was the old judge in the Ohmwrecker and Delirious case, people would be going out making memes of that shit, and that would be just something to laugh at later tonight when I hop back online, you know? That'd be funny. It's all those little things. Give me 1 second, guys. And then we're going to get straight into the drama. Straight into everything. Alright, so I talked about the Delirious court case a little bit here in the beginning. No major updates or anything else like that. If you want to know anything about MiniLad, he's still making videos. He's, I think, live streaming right now. I'm not going to bother watching his stream. I watched his stream for a long time the other day. We played bingo. Wasn't that bad. It's just, he's doing the same old, same old. If he actually says something bad, I expect someone to clip it and send it to me. And if that happens, great. If not, it's whatever. Straight into the news. Yes, let's get right into the news. So, there has been these compilations, and holy shit, these compilations of people saying the VanossCrew is making fun of MiniLad. Now, some of these compilations are old, but some of these are new. And there's this new guy up and coming named Cluster, which I wasn't planning on talking about. But Cluster, and then there's a guy named Wacky, and then Bill's YT I talked about in a video. They're all starting to make VanossCrew videos now, and their VanossCrew videos are blowing up. They're doing good. So right here, there's a video how the VanossCrew responded to MiniLad. And shortly after, he posted a video, or shortly before, he posted a video called How Ohmwrecker Lost His Credibility. I don't know much about Cluster at all. I followed him on Twitter after this, because I'd love to talk to him about his videos and all that. But his video, right here, I wanted to check out and watch it with you guys. This video is rather new, so maybe they'll have new information. And this is an up-and-coming commentary channel talking about the VanossCrew stuff, because as far as I know, he hasn't talked about the VanossCrew much before in the past. So the fact that he's talking about the VanossCrew like 2 videos in a row, maybe this is going to be a new thing, and he's going to be another commentary channel who talks about the VanossCrew. It won't be just me, guys. It won't be just Toy Bounty Hunter. It'll be other people talking about it now, and that would be great. So, yeah, his video's blowing up, 500,000 views, how the VanossCrew responded to MiniLad. Seems like a pretty good video, so let's check it out. If these are a lot of old references, then we'll have to check out one of the other ones, because this isn't any new information. But I will say, let me pull up this, because if you want to know actual new news, if you type in Moo and go to his channel, click on videos, right here, they're still playing Black Ops 2, which might seem shocking, but the fact that Moo is making references to Black Ops 2, man, even Moo is making jokes about MiniLad. Even Moo is making jokes about MiniLad. So at this point, it shouldn't be in doubt that like MiniLad's pretty well separated from the group at this point. The fact that even Moo is making jokes. And, yeah, I don't see any defense that MiniLad is, Like, I don't think he could work with any member of the crew after this. I mean, the fact that Moose made a joke about it, I mean, come on. They're all pretty self-aware that, okay, Mini's gone, and they're not going to talk about Mini anymore. I imagine none of the VanossCrew members are talking to Mini privately. But just keep in mind, MiniLad has done some weird things to stay relevant. MiniLad has done some weird things to get attention and views. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up telling a little white lie that he talks to his old friends still, and that, you know, maybe he'll play with them again one day. Just know if Moo's making jokes like these, it won't ever happen. He's pretty much gone. So, W in the chat for Moo, by the way, for saying this, by the way. Does he say anything in the beginning of the video?
It was Speedy. Yeah, he's gonna...
Okay, I don't know if he does, but I'm not going to watch the entire video or whatever. If there's a recent reference that someone has made to the VanossCrew, let me know in chat, but we're going to watch Cluster's video. Posted 9 days ago. This should include some recent stuff, but we'll see, and we'll listen to Cluster.
On YouTube, who used to be loved and respected by most audiences, who then went on to destroy his reputation and image by having inappropriate conversations with 2 underage fans. However, one topic that most channels on YouTube didn't cover due to it being irrelevant to their story was how the VanossCrew reacted to the drama. If you were ever a fan of the VanossCrew, you would know that MiniLad was a member for several years.
So, he says that one topic people did not talk about in the whole MiniLad situation is the references the VanossCrew made because it wasn't as relevant. Well, I did make videos talking about that, but I'm one of the few. So I agree with Cluster that many people have not, but I've talked to, I make a video. One of my most popular videos actually is, if I'm not mistaken, it's someone making a reference. I think it was Nogla or Vanoss or somebody was. But if I click popular, just on my popular videos, yeah, Vanoss and Ohmwrecker calls out Minilad, so that's a reference. Nogla calls out Minilad. So these videos do get a lot of views, and I could definitely make a video nowadays saying Moo calls out Minilad, and maybe it'd get hundreds of thousands of views. But again, it's very rare when it happens, and most of the time it just plays off as a joke. So it seems kind of wasteful to do it as a video. That's why I think Cluster did a good thing. He included all of the Vanoss crew and not just a particular member. While I included particular members like Nogla calls out Minilad and Vanoss and Ohmwrecker call out Minilad, he includes the entire crew, which I think is a little bit better, you know. In one of Wildcat's recent videos, he made a joke about Mini. See, it's just like that. Like, I could make a video saying Wildcat calls out Minilad, but like, I'd be making 100 of those because I don't think they're ever going to stop making jokes about Minilad. It's just gonna be something that continues, you know.
And frequently played games with the group until 2019 when Minilad left the group to become a solo YouTuber as well as fall out with the group.
I also have no idea. They're still playing Gmod? Damn. For all this time, they're still playing Gmod?
Look how smug Minilad is. Now, I never got to react to some of these old clips of Mini because, like, by the time I started making videos of Minilad, these clips have already aired and surfaced, and I used them in my commentary videos, but I never got to react to them. Look how smug Minilad is. I don't know what this is, but doesn't he look just, like, so confident in himself that, like, holy shit, this, he's just, like, so confident that they're still playing Gmod as if that's not something that was popular still to this day. Like, I can go to Vanoss right now, and I guaranteed one of his most viewed videos is a Gmod video he did recently. Not of all time, but, like, out of his most recent, is one of Vanoss's videos going to be a Gmod video, and is it going to have more views than the others? So we're looking, he's looking at 900,000, 400,000, 1 million, 2 million. Okay, let's go to Gmod. 1.3, which is higher than the surrounding ones. 1.7, which is higher than the surrounding ones. 1.6, which is higher than the so like Gmod is still something that people like to see, you know. It ain't even Mini back then was, you know, too obnoxious to realize this, you know. And so smug. Yeah, he's weirdly smug in this as well. Maybe there's a better word for it, but...
I have no idea. They're still playing Gmod? Damn. For all this time, they're still playing Gmod? I mean, they kicked me out of all their chat, so I have no idea what the hell they're doing, so... They're still... Damn!
Okay, and besides him saying, like, they kicked me out of all their chats, which isn't true, they didn't kick him out, he left most of the chats, but... Somebody could make an edit about, wow, Minilad's still doing meme streams? Damn. After all this time, Mini's still doing meme streams? God damn. Well, I wouldn't know because Mini kicked me out of all of our chats together, but he's still doing meme streams? God damn. You know, someone can make that same fucking edit now because Minilad still does do meme streams. He still does. And it's so funny that Terrorizer and Nogla kind of took over the meme stream inside the van, like who does the meme streams in the Vanoss crew, and like it's kind of Nogla and Terrorizer that took over that. And Mini lost that, even though he's still trying to do it.
So the first person who somewhat responded to the drama was Vanoss. To celebrate the year 2020 ending, Vanoss posted an instant...
Yes, I covered this. I covered this. So I want to see what I ended up covering and what I don't know about. So I did end up covering this.
2020 was so dope. Everybody got along so well, we all stayed healthy, absolutely no one's careers were abruptly ruined, and lots of lovely gender reveal parties happened. Now I know this was not a direct response to Minilad, as this sarcastic comment could have been aimed towards anyone else, however there could be a possibility that this was a small jab at Craig, as he was the most prominent person in 2020 whose career got ruined. However, this was not the...
Is the video quiet, guys? Well, I'm just super loud. I'm starting to see... I'm peeking out when I talk. There we go. My audio's probably a little bit better, and I'm going to turn the video quality or the video audio back
The
up.
only time Vanoss had mentioned Minilad,
It should be
as
better.
later on he would joke about Craig in videos.
Everybody knows Moo's favorite color is orange.
Green for Dai Denogla,
Blue
red
for
for
Delirious.
Vanoss Gaming, blue for H2O Delirious, and orange for Mooney Lad.
Oh
My God.
Nope, that doesn't.
Now, I think I talked about that clip in a video as well, or a stream or something like that. That was pretty funny. It's just Evan's reaction. he couldn't even say Mini Lad. He had to say Mooney Lad, which is just funny.
Mooney Lad.
my.
That is funny. That is funny.
Nope, that doesn't go in.
So what do you rate that reference? Vanoss's references. What do you rate that? We can rate each member because he's gonna pull out each he's gonna say each member of the Vanoss crew and their response to Minilad. What would you rate Vanoss? He had the New Year's Eve post and that. I'm assuming those are the only two. Out of 10, what would you rate it? 8, 8, 7, 7, 8. All right, so not a 10 out of 10, which is good. We have room for improvement from the other members. That's good to know. That's good to know. 9.5.
You know, you should be Mario. Legion, you should be Mario.
Moose saying no. Even though Moose now making references to Minilad, but Moo back then was like, no, don't do it.
Let's go, man. How you doing, bro?
Oh, you look so good today, Luigi.
Does anybody want to give
my wife? It's leaving on purpose.
This is so fucking surreal.
background?
The next person who made an actual comment
Okay, so all the Vanoss ones, I'd say is an 8 out of 10. They're pretty good. He made them into jokes. And then the New Year's Eve posts, no careers were abruptly ruined. Oh, how on the nose he was. I mean, Minilad could have returned and still kept a lot, like at least half his audience, and that would have been a ton. But no, Minilad lost a lot more than that. So Evan was right on the nose. I give that an 8 out of 10 as well. I'll agree with most of the chat. 8 out of 10 seems pretty good. Moo's reaction is the best one. No!
comment on the drama that happened with Craig was the ex-Vanoss crew member Ohmwrecker.
Now, people forget about this. Ohm did respond, but he actually responded. He left a comment on Minilad's video calling his bitch ass out. Now, having said this, people forget about this. People go like, why is Ohm going after Delirious? Ohm should be going after Minilad. He did go after Minilad. What the fuck are the... I never understood that people, like, don't realize that this happened. But again... maybe I haven't talked about it much. Should I make another video saying Ohm calls out Minilad and then just show an old comment from 3 years ago? Because people must have forgotten. I get comments all the time of people saying, why is Ohm going after Delirious? He could be going after Minilad. He already did go after Minilad, but there's just nothing in court for them to go after. They didn't defame each other. That's what happened to, like, the Delirious Ohm thing. They're, like, accusing each other of defamation, so that's why they're going to court. It's for a completely different issue, but Ohm did call out Mini. People forget history. Yep, and I guess it's not my job to remind them. I guess that's what it is.
When Craig uploaded his now private My Apology video, Ohm had commented, "You didn't get cancelled, you got exposed as a literal predator and have no place on YouTube, period. This especially goes when you have not served a day of jail time to even attempt to pay any debt to society, nor provided any of the luxuries of healing to those you victimized. Get off YouTube. Makes me sick that you're still making yourself out to be any sort of victim in this, or someone who's just happened to get cancelled as if it was a trivial matter that just a couple years will fix. The reality is you are a proven danger to young female fans. Weight loss or whatever else will not change that. You also remained silent as others in the group had allegations coming out that you knew about. You are not better. You're just trying to do damage control to try to salvage a career you can't be trusted with."
Now, I will say, Ohmwrecker's comment here is huge. I agree with everything in the top part right there. Even the bottom part I mostly agree with. I will say, the part where Ohm says that you also remained silent as others in the group had allegations coming out that you knew about, Keemstar actually called up Minilad, asking about, like, the Delirious thing, as if Minilad knew anything, and I don't know if Minilad actually told Keem anything. I would have to go back and look at the original Keem video he posted on Twitter, but Keem did contact Minilad when Minilad was away from YouTube and took his break after his apology video. Keem called up Mini and asked Mini about, like, the Delirious allegations and the rest of the crew allegations, and I think Mini did tell him something. There was something going on behind the scenes, apparently. But again, Mini hasn't talked about it publicly ever since. Keem doesn't press the issue as much anymore, and Ohm's really the only one that's talking about it at this point. Especially after seeing the DMs between H2O and Ohm. Oh, Mini has had victims speak out with screenshots and proof, but hasn't don't more to get him deplatformed, but he's trying so hard going after H2O, and it seems more personal, especially after seeing the DMs between H2O and Ohm. So yeah, the whole H2 and Ohm situation is vastly different. I wouldn't compare, like, Ohm going after H2O versus Ohm going after Mini. I wouldn't compare that. The only reason why is because the H2O stuff, we have not seen a lot of the proof. I mean, a lot of it's being held for court, a lot of it's being held for what's going to be happening in their civil court case and stuff like that, and in their lawsuit against each other, and hopefully we end up seeing this stuff. Hopefully nothing ends up being sealed where we can't see the evidence or the proof of some of these allegations, because we want to see the truth. We want to see whether or not did H2O actually do the things that Ohm is saying that he did, and it will all be proven there, because they're going after defamation, and in order to prove defamation, you got to figure out if certain things are real or not, if certain things did happen or not. So we just got to wait and see whether or not stuff like that ends up happening. So right now, I would say that I wouldn't call H2O guilty, because again, they're just allegations made against him, and I have seen zero proof of some of this stuff being real. But what is H2O guilty of that Ohm has called him out for? Well, alt accounts, obviously, the harassing, slight doxing and stuff like that. Stuff like that. I mean, stuff that's, been proven, we have evidence for, or H2O and Liz has admit themselves, and that sort of thing. All right, let's continue. I wonder if this is Ohm's only comment. If this is Ohm's only comment, what do you rate this out of 10? How well did he call out Minilad? I give this a 9 or a 10. I will give it a 9.5 just because of the bottom paragraph. Instead of just calling him out, he's kind of roping it into the other allegations about the VanossCrew. But I'll give it like a 9.5. I think this is a pretty solid call out of Minilad. I think Ohm did a good job. And hopefully after all this drama he has with H2O, maybe he'll make a comment about Minilad today. Do you guys think that Ohm would like that Minilad still live streaming to this day? I don't think so. So I'd love for Ohmwrecker to make a comment one day publicly about Minilad. Again, that would be dope. Do you guys agree with that? Would you guys want to hear Ohm say something about Minilad? Because it's been years since he said anything about Minilad, because he's been roped in with the H2O stuff. So do you think that Ohm? One, do you think Ohm should? Or two, would you want to see it yourself? Would you want to see Ohm, say anything about Minilad publicly? Because I personally would. I would love to see him make another comment, especially with how Minilad's doing today. I'd be curious. I'd be curious on what he'd have to say. Okay. Wait, wasn't there another one saying Mini to go edit for someone? I don't know what you're talking about. I give it a 9 because it was a direct comment to him, but I wish he said more and did more publicly about it. Yes, same here. That's why I wish he goes. Exactly, Smurtha. I'd be the witch trials all over again. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Now, I know we all have our personal opinions on Ohmwrecker, myself included. However, I believe we can all agree with what Ohm had to say about Minilad here.
Yes.
Now, the next two
100%.
members I'll talk about have frequently joked about Minilad in their videos together. Those two members...
Okay, I think this was going to be the first 10 out of 10, just because of how often Terrorizer and Nogla do it, but they're the dynamic duo when it comes to this. They're the Batman and Robin, and Minilad is the Joker. This is what exactly is the big thing about all of this. $2 super chat from Loco Roco. If Ohm likes to expose, he should expose Mini again. I'm sure he will. I'm sure when the drama settles down, Ohm would love to speak out against Minilad and be like, hey, this guy is a danger to YouTube. I'm sure Ohm would agree with a lot of what we have to say about Minilad and how he shouldn't be on the platform. I mean, his literal comment said, get off YouTube. I mean, that's literally what all of us been echoing for the longest time.
Members being Nogla and Terrorizer. In March of 2022, both members decided to create a channel together called Nogla and Terrorizer React, which they react to mostly meme compilation videos. Until one day they started to slowly make fun of Minilad by referencing him in memes.
See, that's how you save your career, guys.
That's what Minilad should have done.
Fuck you! I'm trying to use footage!
Then in September 2022, Nogla and Terrorizer uploaded the video, 100,000 likes, and Nogla and Terrorizer do a meme stream where they reacted to the infamous Minilad Gmod clip.
This was epic when they did that.
There's the ironic thing about this is we're the ones who...
I think I was pushing people to go like it, but by the time I was pushing people to go like the video to get 100,000 likes, they were already almost there. So it wouldn't have mattered. But oh my god, their first meme stream, everyone was watching. I was hosting a live stream reacting to their first live stream and everything. I sent in my own meme. It was great.
reacting to him reacting in a reaction stream to us playing Gmod.
We are, man. We are still playing Gmod.
And what makes this situation even better was Minilad saw these videos and decided to conveniently text Nogla during this time.
Bit of a secret, guys. You texted me recently. That's right. The man, the myth, the lad. He texted me. It was actually a nice text. So I texted him back after a while. And I was nice. But I was like, bro, you know, it is what it is, bro. You know? Hope life goes well, family's well. I texted back. And then I ended the text, P.S.
Oh,
Taking the
no.
meme stream.
Oh, no. I already know what he's talking about.
I was gonna say, okay, so if Nogla didn't add the PS, I'm taking the meme stream, I would have been like, bro, like, I understand Nogla and Mini, they were probably really great friends, same with Terrorizer, but, oh my god, if Nogla and Terrorizer actually called out Mini, similar to, like, what Ohm did, I'd 100% have their back. I'd 100% have their back. But again, they used to be friends with this guy, so I understand if they want to stay away from the situation. That's why it's important for the rest of the people who used to watch MiniLad and watch the VanossCrew and anyone else on YouTube who doesn't like pedophiles on the platform. Speak up. Say something. YouTube should have removed his channel a long time ago. Teacup Jesus Viking. That's a good TJV. Bro, Mini did terrorize her. So wrong, though. Yeah, he did. He did. It was terrible what they did. What Mini did.
Oh, for fuck's sake, bro.
It was nice text,
I leave
bro.
for a second, man.
I just said, hey, bro, hope you're well, hope family's well, taking the meme stream, and I
Talk to you
hope you
later.
deleted Snapchat. Like, that's it, dude. It was that simple text.
Anyway, the clips I just showed you right now were mostly comments from Nogla and Craig. A clip I found of Brian speaking on MiniLad was when he was streaming the game Minecraft, when someone in his chat referenced MiniLad, leading Terrorizer to respond.
Lukacs, MiniLad still has more subs than you. Yeah, and a criminal record as well. Like,
Oh my god, I was gonna say Nogla was better than Terrorizer, but then Terrorizer just said that. That was the best comment I've seen. And I think I remember seeing this, if I'm not mistaken, but that was the best fucking comment right there. That is an 11 out of 10. Nogla, I'll give him a 10 out of 10, but that was an 11 out of 10 for Terrorizer. Not only did he sit here and say, yeah, he might have more subs than me, he fucking stabbed him right in the fucking back and said, buddy has a criminal record. That was 11 out of 10. That was perfect, and he sold it perfectly. He didn't stumble on his words. He wasn't nervous about it. He just went out there and said it. That is awesome. That is awesome.
yeah, and a criminal record as well. Like, he always had more subs than me. Do you know what? Just because of you, Lucas, my new goal for this year is not 4 million subs. It's whatever the fuck he has. I'm gonna get more subs than him now, just to fucking shit on you, Lucas. Okay? Right? That's my new goal. That's our new fucking goal on this channel. We're going for more than him. 4 million subs eventually. No, after that, one guy said that Mini's got more subs than me still. I said, right, my goal now is next year to have more subs than Mini. That's my new goal.
So yeah, those were just a handful of clips from the VanossCrew members who ever mentioned MiniLad. There are way more clips of the crew mentioning MiniLad, however most of the time it's just them making fun of him. Anyway, that was how the VanossCrew reacted to the MiniLad situation. Thank you guys for the support on the last video on Ohmwrecker. And
I think it did happen, didn't it? They did switch, right? In so, like, so let's pull up MiniLad. 4.59. And then Terrorizer should be past that, right? If I'm not mistaken. 3.86. Wow. I didn't know. I thought Terrorizer was already in the 4 millions. He's not even. Damn. This is criminal. This is, yeah, this really bothers me. How much does the Nogla and Terrorizer react? 600,000. I mean, technically, if you add the 600,000 to that, you're getting real close to MiniLad. Why do people still sub to MiniLad? It's mostly people who don't watch MiniLad anymore. They just don't unsubscribe, really. But if you go on Social Blade, I'm pretty sure if we go on MiniLad Social Blade, I'm pretty sure it's been nothing but a downhill. No one's resubbing to him, I don't think. What is it? Detailed statistics? Okay. Add American Ham. Okay. Okay, we get it. Yeah. So he's been on a decline constantly. And then user summary. Maybe it's under here. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Monthly gain subscribers. He's always below 0. He's never gaining subscribers. He's never gaining subscribers. He lost the bulk of his right here. What was that? Within 2 months time, because each of these dots would be a month or whatever. In 2 months time, he lost, let me do quick math, 300 something thousand, 400 something thousand within these 3-4 months right here. Yeah. Man, that bothers me. But good video cluster. I think this is a great video. He did a good job with this. Good job. Good job. And then Kermit the Pog right here is actually someone, this one, VanossCrew making fun of Minilad and some Ohmwrecker. So this is another one I don't think I ever publicly reacted to. This one's 12 minutes and it's decensored. And yeah, a lot of these videos are here. Different POVs, decensored with a counter. It has a counter in it too. We'll watch Kermit the Pog. Funny thing about Kermit the Pog, does anybody remember the history of Kermit the Pog? I talked about him publicly at one point. Does anybody remember Kermit the Pog at all? Leave a comment, question mark. Should I leave a comment on Cluster's video? Oh, I don't think I need to, but I will. I'll say good video. Does anybody remember Kermit the Pog? He does have ads playing. Get that ad revenue, Cluster. Go right ahead. Good vid. And then can I do a thumbs up emoji? Thumbs up emoji. Boom. Good vid. Boom. Comment. And then like my own comment. Alright. No, I don't even know who he is. Yeah, no idea. Okay, some people know Kermit, some people don't. Okay. So, okay. This is some drama. This is some tea, guys, about Kermit the Pog. Which, I haven't talked to Kermit the Pog about it since. But, so, you guys want to know what happened? So, Kermit the Pog. This guy right here. The Stewie face. Kermit Pog made a post about me and my channel. He said he called me a name. Let me figure out what the name he called me is. Right here. This mother F, and then he went ... So he didn't call me a motherfucker, but he was insinuating calling me a motherfucker. That's what Kermit the Pog called me. Kermit the Pog right here said, "This mother F, why out of nowhere when you knew the video existed?" And strike pending, public, video, Wildcat makes Ohmwrecker nervous on TJV stream, and then the copyright owner is me, TJV. So, it's my interview with Ohm is what it is. My interview with Ohmwrecker. So, I ended up copyrighting it because people were using that clip, like, constantly to, crap on Ohm, which again, if someone's making their own commentary video or whatever, and they're talking over the clip or adding text to the video or something like that, I have no problem. Like, you have your opinion, you can go and shit on Ohm if that's your opinion. Fine, I don't care. What I have a problem with is people were blatantly re-uploading it, just the clip by itself, and it was distracting people from going to my clip. And so I looked at Kermit the Pog's YouTube page, and I think there was only like a Twitter account link or whatever. So I tried following him, but you can't send messages until he follows you back or whatever. So I couldn't message the guy. I couldn't reach out to the guy. So when I sent this, I also sent a text saying, "Hey, I just want the video removed, and if you could remove the video, that's completely fine." And I don't control YouTube sending this strike pending thing. I don't control that. There's two options. Either one, give him a strike right away and take down my video right away, or two, give him a week. Those were the only two options I had. So I gave him a week. And so he had until, what was it, July 20th of last year or something like that to remove the video. And those were my only options. But I added a text document, a message from the copyright owner, and he should have read that, and he wouldn't have made this post. But now he made this post saying, "This motherfucker, he knew the video existed, and then out of nowhere he did this." Well, I wasn't trying to. You just re-uploaded my video to gain views off of it. That's all you did. You re-uploaded my video just to gain views off of it. You didn't add anything to it. He could have just put in text, "This is funny, that's my opinion, lol," and I would have kept the video up. But all it was doing was redirecting people to his video, which his video had millions of views, and people were coming to me saying, "Oh, Ohmwrecker is scared of Wildcat, he's such a bitch, blah, 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 blah." But I had update videos where Ohmwrecker explained why he left the call and why he didn't want to be in the call, which I thought was important information at the time. Like, if you want to get the full story, get the full story. If you just want to hear that Ohmwrecker was scared or whatever, then fine, watch one little tiny clip. But I didn't want my videos going around spreading that information around when there was more truthful information on my channel. And if you watch the original interview, the interview links you to the next video where it talks about the important information. So, yeah. Fair use of the copyright system. I thought it was fair use of the copyright system. I thought it was fair. So he just copy-paste. Yeah, that's pretty much what Kermit the Pog did. He just copy and pasted my video onto his channel. But then he got mad at me for it, which kind of sucks because he does upload a lot of VanossCrew clips. But again, that's all Kermit the Pog does, which I don't... At the end of the day, if the members of the VanossCrew don't mind this, fine. But this is all just him taking clips from the VanossCrew and re-uploading it on his channel and getting all these viewerships. And I think has ad revenue on some of these. And if he does, then he's making money off of just re-uploading random clips from the VanossCrew. And that's what he's doing. And if that's what he wants to do, fine. If the VanossCrew don't have a problem with it, fine, do it. I don't have a problem. But when it comes to my videos, I was like, hey, even if he had it demonetized, I'd be like, bro, people need to go back to my videos so they can go to my channel and do it. You know, they know what channel it came from, so they know that channel might have more information about the clip. That's all. That's all. It's free real estate. Why does he get mad at you when you literally copy and pasted your video and making money out of it? Yeah. Yeah. So, that's what happened. No fault to Kermit the Pog, though. Hopefully he's over it. Hopefully everything's fine. I don't have an issue with Kermit the Pog anymore, but he did upload this VanossCrew making fun of Mini Lad and some Ohmwrecker. It's a 12-minute video. Some of these videos are 40 minutes long. I'm not going to watch some 40-minute long video, but I will check out this 12-minute video real quick and see how this 12-minute video is. So, yeah. This video features references to YouTubers Mini Lad and Ohmwrecker by various members of the VanossCrew using different POVs. If any censored pictures are in this video, it will be decensored here. In other words, I will add what is missing and you'll notice it when the image blinks 3 times. Research has been done into multiple videos to be used as a point of reference. I edited this video for entertainment purposes, but didn't use any Vanoss Gaming videos as others... CCs have all sorts of problems when using them. Alrighty. You need your credit in videos of full context of that scenario. Yeah, again, that's all I was going after Kermit for. I wasn't going after him for anything else. I have no issue with Kermit the Pog at all. My only issue is that people were watching his one mini clip of the Ohmwrecker interview and then they weren't getting no more information out of that. And there were people in the comment sections being like, okay, what happened after this? And then Kermit wasn't responding to those people, and nobody else was responding, saying, hey, it's actually TJV's video. You got to go over to his channel and watch the full interview, because the full interview is a lot longer than just that clip. And it was just the Wildcat clip where Wildcat joins the call and Ohmwrecker goes, TJV, I wasn't down to do this. That's all that was. But, yep, that's that. Why do I got 4 notifications all of a sudden? Oh, you motherfuckers. And Cluster gave me a heart. What's up? What's up, Cluster? That's cool. You motherfuckers. You guys tracked down my comment. That's why people wanted me to leave a comment, so you guys can go track down my comment. Well, I'm going to leave a comment on this video, but I'm going to switch it to this view so you don't see what comment I leave, and you'll have to find it. It might be pretty easy to find because you can go under most recent comments, but I'll leave a comment on this video too.
Exposure to blank scarred me for life.
Well, I've won this round, boys.
Right off the bat? Oh, man. You're coming out swinging. Holy shit.
I can't even blur it because his name's in the link.
Wait, was it?
Editor destroy.
Oh, my God.
Editor destroy that.
Those miners received.
Whoever that is the Mike Tyson of this
Welcome
section.
to the video, boys. We're going in hot.
There we go. That was a pretty good one. Just a joke, though. Funny
My
meme.
God.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
It works so well with the card too. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Listen, lads, when I went on Google Images, my fingers were looking at me like,
Gerald, you know you want it.
it's a perfect image too.
It
Yeah.
is.
Can we
All
just
right, exposure
can we just get
manage.
through these stupid images and give me the point already? Come on.
I think you know which one to select here and move
Yeah,
on.
I think so.
All right.
How do
Yep.
I vote
Wow.
for it?
Wow, that
Easy
go.
to
that
win.
blurred
Wow.
image just won me a point.
Blank is a dish best served cold. Blank is a dish best served cold. Okay.
Oh my god.
Spectrum Mobile is giving you one free mobile line when you buy one unlimited line for $29.99.
So I can
The Cards Against Humanity is pretty fun.
It's revenge.
no, hey,
So this was this was their beef online. If you don't know what that is, this was their beef. Hey, Cluster's in the chat. What's up, Cluster? But yeah, this was their beef online. So wow, that's a whole nother thing to get into. That's a whole nother thing to get into. Wow. Everyone say hello to Cluster in the chat. Type hi Cluster. Kluster. Say hello to Cluster. Hi TJV. No, I said say hello to Cluster. Not me. Say hello to... There we go, Mario Sith. Good job. Good job. Good job. There we go. Welcome, Cluster. Awesome. 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 Okay. You guys did good. Come on, guys. You gotta make me look good here. Cluster's... He's coming over the channel. He's seeing what my channel's like. We gotta put on a good... Hey! Someone delete that high mini lad. I know there's a mod in my chat. You delete that high mini lad right now. You put that motherfucker in timeout. Now. There we go. You put that motherfucker in timeout. He can wait a couple minutes before he says anything again. You put that motherfucker in timeout. There's no high mini lad. It's only high Cluster right now. He's new here. We're going to sit here. Treat him nice. He's a guest here on this channel. Okay? I was a guest on his channel leaving a comment. And I was nice. I didn't bring up shit like that. So we ain't going to do that. Cluster's a nice guy. And we're gonna show our guests how we do things around here. We're gonna be respectful, we're gonna be kind, we're gonna be civil, and we're gonna laugh at Minilad. Alright? That's how we're gonna do it. Thank you to Meg, Jesse, and Smurfa for being on standby. Because if you guys weren't, I would have insta-banned him from my chat forever.
if you got this saved in your fucking favorites pictures on your computers, and what the hell? I think Nogla's one was very funny. We should vote for Nogla's one.
Yes, I agree.
They could keep getting away with this.
What does this blurry mean?
You're always shrimp.
Oh, thank God.
How does the shrimp win that?
Oh, Nogla didn't even win that.
Yeah.
That was good.
God, that
Can I-
made
what did
zero
you-
sense to me.
I love this game. I'm so down for more.
Every time we play it, I think surely we found all the stupid images on the internet. We're done. And then
Wait.
we just find more. It just doesn't
No.
end. And an
What was
exclusive
this?
interview, the Pope revealed his new hobby. Okay, I'm not reading that.
You know, Brian, this kind of has a double meaning.
Why the fuck is that an image?
Third reference to Minilad?
Yes.
Bro.
I recognize that
You only
player
have to
model.
blur. or
Yeah,
bleep
I
one
know.
part.
I know. I used to watch. Okay,
I
moving on.
watched them.
Okay.
Who is that?
Don't worry about it. In
It's
an
Mario.
Leave your comment
worry about
section.
it.
Mushrooms, the last thing
out.
you're gonna see
Yeah.
on
In
this
an
earth.
exclusive CNN interview.
The road to success is paved with what, Bubba?
All right, might get a fucking email.
Oh,
For this. Brian already knows.
I kind of know, but I'm deciding to go a different road.
The road to success is paved with. Oh my God!
Crickets.
Run!
Crickets after that one.
I'm gonna be like that kid on the left.
Man, wow! Look, another blur is gonna win this round, guys. There's
Yeah, you have to do
there's
that to be
definitely a clear
successful.
winner, and it's not mine. I'm looking at him. He's looking back
Yeah,
at me.
I wouldn't be successful personally if it wasn't for that.
You could tell my mind went a certain direction, and I diluted it down to Trump. I could have went worse, and Nogla went full tilt.
And I still didn't win.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, this will be a good one.
This would be.
Hey Nogla, enjoy the emails. Didn't even get a
CNN
point.
Interview.
Oh, guys,
Nice, dude.
I just realized we're supposed to shoot the creepers.
I said that fucking 5 minutes ago.
Sorry, man. I'm used to being friends with creepers, not shooting them.
Oh, okay. That was a good one. Don't get me wrong, the Cards Against Humanity is funny, but it's just literally posting an image and then you're waiting for the reaction. If the reaction isn't as like hyped as you think, then it is funny. But like something like that of like Noga actually saying that, damn, that's a. I used to be friends with creepers.
I lost $100,000 Ubisoft deal for the year because Vanos Gaming was Vanos Gaming.
I didn't do anything.
You just be yourself.
I laughed.
Yeah, but why does Ubisoft still give Vanos deals and not you then?
Exactly.
It got canceled. Look.
Shut up, bro.
Finally!
So HO Delirious got canceled. Oh boy. Damn. Yeah, HO Delirious left and this is canceled here at the end. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. That's funny.
Shut up, bro.
Not as funny. Not as funny as the mini lad one, but funny. That was moosing it.
One person will be happy.
And that's the thing that takes the joke over the edge and why it's really funny is because I know one person that'll be happy as if Ohm's gonna be happy if HO Delirious is canceled. Okay. Major T right there.
Run away from the grown
Exactly what Meg said.
Yeah, they're gonna touch us.
It's mini Lance Grab?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In this map somewhere. Be very careful, McNasty.
Oh, you might
put his dick in the candy bowl.
Oh, what's this Snapchat QR code? Let me just scan this.
Every piece of candy has a QR code to his Snapchat. It's really genius if you think about it.
Trick or trick. It's
Where
my
are
penis.
you?
Trick or dick. Trick or dick.
Oh my goodness. that is definitely, oh my god. Okay, let's
Oh
stop,
my
let's
God.
stop talking. That's enough jokes. Quota has been met.
You want to just make that your new player model and brand?
Yeah, sure. I'll be back.
You know, you should be Mario. Legion, you should be Mario.
We've seen this one in the clusters video.
How you doing, bro?
Oh,
How
you look so good today, Luigi.
Does anybody
Let's
wanna give
go get my
Legion
wife for leaving on purpose.
This is so fucking surreal.
Background.
We got Legion. Little bit of background.
No.
Wait, what's going on?
McNasty doesn't know.
You're Italian. Yahoo! Give me a Yahoo! Come on. That's Legion. You don't have a Snapchat, do you?
I do not.
Oh, he's good. He's in the clear, boys.
Holy fucking shit, bro. See, this just shows that they don't know the... It ain't like the Vanos crew is oblivious to, like, the allegations. They know about the allegations because they would have had to known that a lot of the weird shit happened on Snapchat. They would have had to known about... Let me pull it up. Go here, then go here, then go here. And then mute, because we're not going to listen to an ad. I shouldn't even have you guys look at this, but we're going to wait a second. And then we're going to get to this point where I'm going to talk about it, and I put in a lot of information there, which is useful to know if you do not know this information. But then he includes the... Okay, right here, this start part. I'm here, I got here. I thought it was. Okay, I have to go back. Right here. So the Vanos crew has to know about these screenshots in order to make that joke, because they got to know that shit happened on Snapchat in order to make those jokes. So it's really interesting that like they did see some sort of videos of this, which by the way is the reason why I included this in the apology video, is that he cuts off the worst part of the screenshot. He cuts the bottom part off. Did you guys ever see that? That in the apology video, Minilad cuts off the worst part of the screenshot? What was he afraid of? Why did he cut this part? Obviously, it was to make him look better. I mean, but like, he's already in a shithole. Your video wasn't going to get removed for the word cum. Like, what the fuck? He was just... I don't get it. Like, he was still trying to salvage himself, even at this point when he was making the apology video. Damn, it's disgusting, guys. Sorry to have to bring that up, but I brought that up.
He's in the clear. He's good. We're good.
We're
All
good.
right.
Don't worry, man.
Perfect.
Who should I be?
The Birdo.
Yeah, Birdo.
No, I can't be Mario.
My favorite Nintendo character.
No one can be Mario. To the right, and get yourself a star.
I'm on the board, baby.
Make sure you tip your star delivery girl.
Give her the mushroom tip.
Toadette is 16, Evan.
He's just
Oh,
delivering
we know
stars.
this.
She likes you, yeah.
He's delivering stars.
No wonder Mario is the main character.
All right, double dice. Let's start
So that's 2 Wildcat references right there. Pretty good ones.
dropping them. Looking for a big number, 2 tens. All right, that's fine. No, shablam. 16. Do. No joke there.
Which in itself is a joke.
I thought of one.
Another YouTuber would really love that number. Not me though.
All right, okay.
Buy the skeleton key.
So we're fishing. There's no other way to build it up. We're fishing.
Fishing. Going fishing, boys.
We are fishing. Fishing for views, fishing for relevancy, fishing for anything positive. It's not just your basic fish. There could be some deadly predators lurking in the depths.
Ooh.
Predators. Oh.
Yes, like Harvey Einstein, the famous
scientist
of Nogla.
become predator.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
You mean famous YouTuber?
No.
Who's luck?
See, it's so funny that Moo's not having it, but he literally just titled his like Call of Duty video. They're still playing Black Ops 2, but it's so funny that like has Moo. What do you guys think it is? Do you think Moo changed? Like he's like, yeah, now I'm gonna start making jokes about Mini Lad 2. Is that what he's doing now? Did he just like change his mind on it, or do you think that like in the video we shouldn't talk about it, but in the thumbnail or title that's okay? Like, what do you think it is? Because like it's so weird that like I see these clips of Moo shutting down these jokes, being like, nope, let's move on. But now he's kind of like changing his mind and like, you know, maybe we're gonna do that. He's probably given up trying to stop them. It could be that. Moo, I wouldn't blame him for just giving up to try to stop it. You know, he joined it instead. Yeah, Moo hides his humor and all. He has definitely 2 sides, so he also does this stuff for clicks. Okay. He probably didn't want anything to do with it, probably at the time, but now with his most recent video titled like a direct reference to Mini Lad. I mean, come on, Moo used to be chill, didn't he? I mean, yeah, I think Moo used to say a lot darker shit back then, a lot darker shit. I mean, Nogla and Terrorizer talked about it recently. They pulled up a video of Moo like telling a really really dark joke. I don't know if it was Wildcat or Nogla or Terrorizer. Someone that brought it up recently, but if you can't beat him, join him. Exactly. He's been around Nogla and Brian too long. Let's not forget what Moo used to be. Yeah, his name used to be Moo Snuckle. And, yeah, he was fortunate to have that name.
Oh.
I'm playing. You got blue, Vanos is red, I'm green, and Moo's orange. It's all our...
I would skip this one because we already seen this one and some other ones before, but, like, it's still funny. I don't know why, but it's just the way Evan delivers it and laughs after saying it. I don't know why it's so funny.
Signature colors.
This will always be my favorite one.
Favorite color is orange.
Green for Dai de Nogla,
Blue
red
for
for
Delirious.
Vanos Gaming, blue for H2O Delirious, and orange for Mooney Lad.
Oh my
my god.
Nope, that doesn't go in.
Yeah, don't use that.
It's my video for sure. It's my video for sure.
Oh, get to the rave! Get to the rave! To the right!
Holy shit, that's loud. Yeah, that's always going to be my favorite one.
No, I missed it. I missed the right turn. I missed the right turn. I'm dead. Oh no, it's a Mini Lad PG. You got me. You called me.
No. So far, 12 references to Mini Lad 2 about Ohmwrecker. That one's pretty funny.
Nogla, you okay?
missed the party room.
No,
Yeah.
we missed we went into a gay bar. We found one just here tonight.
Well, you guys have fun.
Hey, so just curious, what's your guys' policy with these Mini Lad jokes? Do they stay in now, or like what level are we at?
Yeah, they're starting to.
Okay, that could be a little bit of a hint that they used to make Mini Lad jokes right when the allegations were coming out, but maybe they didn't keep them in. And now Wildcat's asking, okay, what's your guys' policy now about the mini lad jokes? Are they staying in or what? You know, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. You know, a little bit of insight, which is always a little bit of fun to have. If they give us a little bit of insight about that sort of thing. I wonder if they did make jokes about the mini lad situation back when the allegations first came out. Because damn, that would have been right off the cusp. That would have been right off the cusp of the allegations coming out. I don't know if they did, but I mean, if they left it in their video, they would have had a lot of mini lad fans still defending mini lad be mad. Oh, without a doubt, LOL. Yeah, 100%. Ugh. Yeah.
I feel like if it's funny, sure, but if it's like just Nogla just saying mini lad for no reason, then
Yeah, so far the joke was he got killed by a monster in the game and just said, "Oh,
that's
a mini
kind of
lad
funny.
PNG."
That's kind of funny. I don't know why.
Okay,
That's kind of funny.
Okay, all right. Well, let's keep going.
Here's Cartoon's character. Here's my character. I'm an imposter in this game. Here's Squirrel's character. And here's Gorilla Fit. Right there.
We have done the best. We have done the best we could at recreating, you know, our likenesses.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Look, wait.
No, just wait.
Terrorize the
Okay, that one is a little harder to catch, I would say, but there's a person with bunny ears here at the end, and that's Ohm. Supposed to be, anyways. And Ohm's crying, has a sad face. Okay.
Hold on. Look, wait.
No, just wait.
Terrorize, stand on the other side. We are the guards.
Oh,
we're
yes.
the security.
Yeah.
We're the security for the Vanoss merch.
This is
Are
the
those
knock-knock
guys
joke.
still playing Gary's?
Okay, here we go. I'm ready. Oh my
Delirious tends to like not make these references or jokes either, but he just did make one. So I guess everyone's sort of changing their tune in the Vanoss crew. Like they're all more down to joke about drama nowadays than ever. But like Delirious definitely ain't gonna make a joke about Ohmwrecker, I don't think, unless it's very slight. But I don't know. Delirious has said some fucked up shit before. Did you guys ever see the one? Did you guys ever see the video of Delirious joking about Ohmwrecker in GTA? Did you guys see that? Delirious joking about Ohmwrecker in GTA? If you guys haven't seen that, I'm going to show you, because that's really fucked up. Moo actually still family friendly, but just due to the crew being so unhinged, he just censors and cuts what would be cancellation videos. He needs that revenue. No, show me. I must have missed it. You guys did not see what Delirious said? Oh my god. I don't want to keep making videos about the exact same thing constantly, but like, holy shit, that was... What Delirious said there. This is unacceptable, what Delirious says. I'm just warning you now, it's not a good light for Delirious and what he said here. I have to go back and find the video where I'm talking about it, but holy shit, he says something that is not acceptable about Ohm, and it was meant as a joke. So, where did I talk about this at? So it would have been. It would have been a clip of Delirious joking. Here, give me a second. I'm going to show you guys. It's, in my opinion, not okay. Not okay what he said at all. Okay, maybe it's this video. Maybe not. Okay, so it's not that video. As soon as I do process of elimination here, I'll find the video where I talk about it. But yeah, it is not okay. It's very bad. It is where is it at? TJ, but you definitely want to see it. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Just give me a second, guys. Because I want to be able to show you guys so you guys kind of understand why. Because this is why I think Delirious should not be making jokes when it comes to like Ohm and stuff like that. Because he's kind of uncontrollable when it comes to stuff like that. Therefore, he shouldn't be making jokes, but at least since we heard him say something like this once, you know. I think this is just me talking about the case. Yep, so it ain't that video. Turn. Let me see. Yep, that's just me talking about that. So, let me look up this. See if I can find it. Maybe it's this one right here that I posted a year ago. Alright. Nope, it's not that video. 1 second, guys. What sucks about the clip is that I didn't include it in its own separate video, so I didn't title it anything that has to do with the clip, I don't think. I think I just... What I did was I squished it together with a bunch of other stuff as well. You know what I mean? I put it with a bunch of other stuff as well, because I don't think it was worth talking about it on its own. But it's a really fucked up thing that he said. I don't know much about Ohm drama. Is the drama only between Ohm and Delirious, or the other crew members as well? So Ohm was calling out the entire crew for a while, but now he's kind of focusing on Delirious right now, and then maybe Ohm will give a further update, because he did call out people like Wildcat and stuff like that, and they had their drama, but whether or not Ohm is still going to stick to that, or if he's going to lay off the rest of the crew about it, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Man, where would this video be? So if it's not any of these, I have to scroll a lot farther. Right here, found it. I found it. Oh my god, this is terrible. I'm going to say this in advance. If I see any people in defense of Delirious, you're going to have to really, really be very cautious on defending Delirious with this one. So, you know, everyone makes like jokes about Ohm and Delirious. People make jokes about Ohm being like, oh, Delirious, you're canceled. I know one person that would be happy about it, similar to like whatever was said in that clip or whatever. That's an acceptable joke, okay? I wouldn't be upset about that. They're making light humor of the situation. I understand that. This is during an H2O Delirious Twitch stream, and he's streaming GTA with, I'm imagining, some friends, and he's going through the mask in GTA. You can change your mask, what the headgear is for your character in GTA, and he goes to the red sock, you know, mask that Ohm used to wear in GTA when they played together. Well, when he gets to the red sock, he goes past it, then decides to go back to the red sock, and then says a comment that is just unacceptable. He doesn't complete the comment, but he's pretty close to... You know what he's saying when he says this. Right here, let me skip forward. Timestamp, and I will just play it for you, and then we'll talk about it later. Let me know what you guys think of this.
Should I wear this, or should I go back to normal?
You look great.
Whoever wears this deserves to get
That's the comment, guys. Whoever wears this deserves to get and then he cuts himself off. Do you guys know what he was about to say there? I'm assuming you guys know what he was about to say there, right? Which, I haven't even talked about, like, the other drama. Like, I've just been doing the references so far, but with actual death threats being out there, there's not only death threats happening to Ohm, there's death threats happening towards Minilad, which I think is unacceptable. Yeah, to get shot. Yeah, you guys, right there. Yep, you guys know. Line crossed. I agree. That is a huge line that is crossed. Like, you do not joke about that shit, especially since Ohm has been getting death threats from people, which, by the way, that's not even the main thing I was going to talk about. Delirious's girlfriend Liz actually said on Twitter she's getting death threats from someone that's not online, that it's an offline sort of thing. But still, I was going to talk about it today and be like, okay, because there's people replying to her Twitter. Let me just lay this out real quick. So Liz puts on Twitter, I think yesterday or the day before, someone sent me this saying, hey, Liz said that she got death threats from someone. I read some of the replies that someone sends to me, and people are saying Ohm is behind the death threats that are sent to Liz, which there's no evidence to back that up. There is no reason why Ohm would jeopardize anything and somehow get people to send death threats or make alt accounts to send death threats. But even Liz herself says it's nothing to do with online. Like, it's offline death threats that she received, which is terrible, and I don't want anyone to get death threats. Even Minilad, I don't think there's a time and place for that sort of shit online. Minilad should get off the platform, and I really dislike the guy, but I don't think people should be going and sending death threats or anything like that. And same to Ohm, he shouldn't be getting death threats. So when stuff like this is said, it is crossing a line. It's not even a joke, because now this makes all the Delirious fans be like, okay, so it's acceptable to sit here and tell Ohm he should get shot and stuff like that. So, believe it or not, this clip of Delirious saying this sort of thing is going to be used in court 100%. I have zero doubt about it. I don't know any information if it's going to be used, but 100% it's going to be used, because the fact that he said this will just validate Ohm and his attorneys that Delirious is causing more issues online on why Ohm is getting so much hate from people. You can't say shit like this. This is unacceptable. And Delirious has time to think about this. He goes past the red mask and then comes up with an idea of what he wants to say about it. So then he goes back to putting on the red mask and says it. And it's just so dumb that Delirious said this. It's
for you, and then
so
we'll talk
dumb.
about it later. Let me know what you guys think of this.
Should I wear this or should I just...
Okay, look, he just passed the red mask. He just passed it, didn't have to say it, could have kept going. He had time to think whether or not he was going to do this. And he decided he was going to do this.
Go back to normal.
You look great.
Whoever wears this deserves to get
And then, when he's in the middle of saying it, he realizes, oh, this is not such a good idea, and cuts himself off. This is El Delirious, exactly. I don't condone death threats. I don't condone even people going and harassing the fuck out of people. I don't condone that. I'm not gonna go and fucking go publicly and say, Delirious, you're so fucked up for this, blah, 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 blah. They're in the middle of the court case. We're gonna see how that ends up going before too many opinions are spoken. But I spoke my opinion about this, and I'm gonna do it again. This is really fucked up of Delirious. He should not have done this at all. And he will pay the consequences for something like this. This will probably be used in the court case. And at the end of all of this drama, me and other commentary channels are going to wrap all of this fucking drama up into videos. And Delirious is going to look fucking terrible for things like this that he said. Delirious just did this without thinking. I 100% think that he thought nothing of it. He didn't think anything bad was going to come of it. But then he cut himself off. Yeah, it was just awful. And he said enough. He said enough to make it bad. If he said, whoever wears this and then stops, it wouldn't be so bad. Because we wouldn't have known what he had to say. But the fact that he almost said the word shot... Dude, if someone actually pulls up to Ohm one day and meets him IRL and shoots him, people will be using this clip online constantly. And I don't think Delirious is prepared or... even imagining a world where somebody's actually going to harm or kill an individual over shit like this. This is not okay at all. So, I understand why Delirious doesn't make that many references to Ohm, because he's uncontrollable about this shit. He's gonna say something fucked up. Really fucked up. Regardless if he didn't finish it, he said most of it. Exactly, he said majority of it. He said enough for us to know about it. Oh, for sure, it's not going to be bold while in court, even if he claims if it wasn't an attack on Ohm. Ohm's avatar wears almost all the time, last I recall. Yes, and Delirious has played GTA with Ohm with that. Delirious knows exactly what he was doing there. He knows exactly. He could have saved that for sure, but that's kind of a no-brainer. Unfortunately, hindsight doesn't solve this case. It doesn't. It doesn't. Now... I'm glad nobody's in here getting all mad at me for this, because I'm really hurt that, because I don't want neither one of them to lose a lot. I don't want Delirious to lose a lot of money and all of his credibility online. I don't want that to happen, but if he is wrong for doing all this shit, at the end of the day, he's going to get whatever the court, decides. Same with Ohm. If Ohm ends up losing this court case and he doesn't end up winning it, he's going to get what they deserve in the court of law, and we're just going to have to live with that. But it just sucks that Delirious in particular in this instinct is stooping down so fucking low saying something like this. This is why I really hope nothing bad happens to Ohm. If Ohm ever gets a gun pulled on him at any given point, regardless if it's related to the situation or not, Delirious said something like this, and this is incredibly fucked up. I just really hope nothing bad happens to Ohm, where this ends up becoming something that needs to, like, not needs to be talked about, but just it is unfortunately something that's going to be talked about. Delirious is definitely on that level that once you think of it and say it, you then say it until it's too late due to letting your impulse get to you. Yeah. It makes me disappointed, especially since Delirious has a child. And it's that too. Like, I always imagine when someone becomes a father and they birth not only their first kid, but their second kid, maybe you would tame down on being this big shot fucking, I'm the biggest man, I fucking know, I'm a badass, blah, 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 and all this other shit. But he still stoops down to the most disgusting things ever. If you ever caught, like, a kid of your own saying shit like this, your kid gets slapped on the mouth for saying like that. He eats a bar of soap for saying something like that. That is not okay. And you teach your kid that's not okay. But the fact that Delirious has kids, and he said this while having kids, as a father, it just blows my mind. It is so disappointing that Delirious said something like this. And I got a lot of dislikes for crapping on Ohm in this, too, which is so stupid that people were like, yeah, I bet if I'm not even going to read the comments, because that's going to take a while, and I don't want to get into that, and I don't want to get heated about it. But I bet there are still people defending Delirious over this, just based on the dislikes and stuff like that. This is, maybe not all the dislikes are about Delirious, and I don't want to exaggerate over anything, but I'm just saying, this is really bad. I think Ohm sort of deserves it. Cat Skull, you can't be serious. It is not funny. It's not funny to joke about someone dying like that. That is not funny. And Ohm doesn't deserve it. Nobody deserves death in this. Not Ohm, not Delirious, not nobody. Even if all the allegations end up becoming true, that he did a lot of weird shit, like Ohm is accusing Delirious of like weird shit with minors and stuff like that. Even if that Delirious ends up if all that stuff ended up being true, that Ohm did diddle around with minors, similar to what Minilad did, that neither one of them deserve death. They just deserve to not have the opportunity to do that again. They need to be off the platform, away from online fans that are underage, and that's the end of it. And that's the end of it. We don't talk about death threats. We don't talk about wishing death upon people. We don't wish harm upon people. We don't wish someone should get shot. We don't say stuff like that. Delirious has 2 daughters. Liz has a son from a past relationship. See, and this is what's really fucked up. As time goes on with this court case, these kids are going to start growing up in their early years. And when this court case is all done, they're going to be free to go online and say whatever the hell they want. Right now, both Ohm and Delirious are being advised by their attorneys not to say much. But as soon as this court case is over, and they have free reign to go out and talk, if they say more dumb shit, especially Delirious that has children, I don't know. It's gonna get to the point where, like, if we continue to see Delirious saying shit like this, I'm going to be concerned about his own children, because he cannot be acting like this. Yes, you play video games. You act like a kid when you play video games. You talk about teddy bears and all this other shit. Blah 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 blah. You know, you're this, hockey mask wearing guy, blah, 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 whatever. You love your horror games, whatever. You're always going to be that. That's fine. But when it comes to shit like this, you got to know when to bite your tongue, okay? And I'm just going to be real concerned. I'm going to be real concerned for the kids if Delirious has similar activities to this. Now, this was posted a year ago, maybe in the span of a year, since April of last year, April of 2022. Maybe since last year, Delirious has matured, and maybe Delirious ain't doing anything anymore. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if anything, like, it's not even that. It's just like, if anything happens to Ohm, Delirious said this publicly in a fucking live chat on fucking Twitch, where a lot of his fans were watching him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say, hey, maybe you matured. But what you said was still not acceptable. And it's still going to be something I'm 100% wanting to ask Delirious if I ever get the opportunity to. If I ever get the opportunity to ask him, I'm going to be like, dude, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Could you at least apologize for wishing death upon somebody? Because you clearly were in the moment. Could you apologize for being so fucked up in the head thinking that was funny to say? And if if you can't do that, at least give an explanation on why you did that. Look, even if I lurk in the VTuber community, I still see drama within VTuber community. His kids need their father, but it's going to shatter their reality when they find out from others that Delirious has done stuff like this. Yeah, and this is all piling up. First with the alt accounts, and then with him arguing with Ohm on Twitter and feeding into everything. Ohm was calling him out and feeding into that Twitter drama and Keyboard Warrior. He did the same thing in my live chat when Ohm and Delirious were talking to each other in my live chat, feeding into that Keyboard Warrior, typing stuff out you probably shouldn't be typing out. And then this shit right here.
Should I wear this or should I just go back to normal?
You look great.
Whoever wears this deserves to get shitted on.
I don't know if Cluster's still watching this stream or not, but Cluster, if you are here and you need a topic to talk about, have at it for something like this. This is really fucked up. This is really fucked up. Okay, let's move on. Let's stop talking about this and move on. How many people were watching? It doesn't say, like the viewership number. I don't think it was saying at the time what it was. It was this video right here.
You're ready for your comeback.
Shut up, I don't care. Why do I get ads? It's my own video. Alright. Let me see if it says anything. Yeah, I don't see a viewer count anywhere. I'll full screen this, but I don't see a viewer count anywhere. All you see is there's a lot of people in the chat. The chat isn't moving rapidly, but I don't know if there's slow mode or whatever. But yeah, here's another shot of it. I don't know if I replay it or not, but yeah, I don't know how many. It says 2 months ago down here, so I don't know if I can look at the live viewer count, how many people were watching at the time. So my dad always says, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Exactly. Is it still public? I would have to go to Delirious. I'll see if it's still public. I don't know if you're allowed to cut stuff out of Twitch streams, but I can look up and see if it's public. Hopefully there's a search bar for his videos. Videos. Oh man, that would have been a long time ago. Maybe in all videos somewhere, and then I'd have to scroll until it would say last year. No, I can't even go back that far. So I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know if it's still public or not. I wish after all this court case stuff is over that Delirious finds some good people within the VTuber community, because obviously he is affected badly with the negative stuff. Yeah. The court could potentially take the children away because of his behaviors, actions. It will break my heart if it ever resorts to that. I really hope it doesn't come to that. I hope he's learned. Yeah, I don't wish for Delirious to be taken away from, or his kids be taken away from Delirious or anything. I don't wish for that or anything. I don't wish anything ill upon Delirious. I just, man, you're fucking stupid, man. You're fucking stupid for saying something like that. I don't get it. I don't get why that had to be said. But anyways, back to the fucking references. We'll talk about the death threats thing here in a second, because I'm going to get more into the death threats. I was going to talk about Liz's Twitter comments and then what people are replying, and then I'm going to get in some other stuff in a second. But we got like 2-3 minutes left of this video.
Nice! Anthony was getting in with the bumper!
America's plastic makers are investing billions in new technologies and creating plastic.
What's this?
Until you fall asleep.
You will be in wonder of the spot.
That's actually a great spot.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That's the perfect place to lure children.
Oops. Nogla said the bad thing.
Fucking hell, huh?
He was live streaming when a female fan approached him.
Oh, this is great.
How old are you?
See, that's how you save your career, guys.
That's what Mini Lad should have done.
Fuck you! I'm trying to use footage!
Alright, Evan, you're gonna keep watching here, and I'm gonna have
Dang
some
it,
of
I'm too far.
my dessert.
I was trying to write our restaurant name.
Oh, beautiful.
I like how Kill Me is still on here.
I didn't remove the boobs either, so.
Hey.
Not boobs, they're potatoes.
Yes. What? Yes.
Those are majestic boobies.
Yes. What?
What's that? Nogla loves what?
Wait,
Who's that? You haven't finished them off. Who is it?
That's what you said.
You haven't finished them off. Who is it?
That's what you said.
Who is it?
Wait, who? Yeah, who is that?
You didn't. I still don't know who it is.
Oh no.
Well, let's make those eyes a little rounder.
That's just so funny. Was that on purpose? Did Nogla Okay, did Nogla... Okay, so wait. Did Nogla actually think it was just a head and a neck and he finished off the rest of it? Did Nogla actually think it was unfinished drawing? Or was it on... Did Nogla do that on purpose to, like, avoid mentioning Ohm? Hi, Hannah. People can hide things easily. That's been proved time and time again. However, there comes a time where it needs to be more appropriate, even if it's not affecting career. Yeah. He knew who it was. He did.
Oh god, I'm crying.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. He sounds like he doesn't know.
I went up there and I wrote Nogla loves and I put Ohmwrecker's logo and he finished it into a person saying, "You didn't finish it! You didn't finish it!" And he made a person.
Yeah, I don't think...
He goes,
Oh
"You
man.
didn't finish it!"
It's too bad that it's too bad that can't go in.
I know. Oh, bro.
Actually, you know what? I'm putting it in the video because he knows I do like him. Yeah, I've nothing against the guy.
There's nothing defamatory.
He needs to leave me alone, but I like him.
There's nothing bad said there. Just very funny how he turned.
He doesn't have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with him. He just needs to learn to leave me alone.
I think that's a funny clip. I think that's a very.
Oh, yeah,
funny
I'm leaving
clip.
it. I'm leaving it in, and I'm leaving this part in about why I'm leaving it in. Only for watching this, bro. Hope you're having a good day, bro.
That was the most
Hope you're having a good day, Ohm.
funny, oblivious shit I've ever seen. You didn't finish it, Brian, you moron.
Yeah, I thought he was joking at first.
So did I.
I'm like, wait a minute, he can't act this well. Hey Nogla, look who bought a golf course and named it after themselves.
Castle
I need to leave.
We gotta call the owner. Wait, who's the owner of this place? So we gotta call him. You should actually call somebody and do that.
Alright, 1 second. I know just the person. Hey, what's up, Marcel? Just letting you know that we finished.
You have to say dragon, rock the
Finished,
dragon, balls clean.
Dragon, balls clean. Thanks for answering. Bye.
Poor Marcel. He's
in
never
his
gonna
car.
record with us ever
He was
again.
sitting in his car, so confused and so over it.
YouTube Music Premium is.
Alright, I think that's the end of it, but holy shit, that was a lot of references. Clearly a lot more references towards, Minilad than Ohm, obviously, but there are some in there that are of Ohm. And they're interesting. They're interesting, to say the least, you know? Let me pull up this, because I'm just going to jump right into the next segment. Okay, so what was that? Which video did you like better? Did you like Cluster's video, the shorter video, or did you like the 12-minute video of more references in there? Which one did you like better? I honestly like Cluster's better, just because of the commentary on top of it. I think Cluster has a thing for commentary. I think he was pretty good. But both were very, very good, in my opinion. Someone said both. Smurfer said Goofy Goober. Both. Cluster. Both. Cluster. Alright. Yeah, so pretty much both. Both were good. Alright. So, you guys ready to talk about the death threats now? I guess no one ever is really ready to talk about this sort of thing. It just happens, and it sucks it happens, but death threats are happening. I preferred TJV's video. Aw, well, thank you. I appreciate it, simp. Get the fuck out of my chat, fucking simp and hoe. Alright, anyways, you guys ready? You guys ready to talk about the death threats? So, I've been talking about it for a while. I talk about it in a lot of mini-lad videos that I make and stuff like that, that people are sending death threats, people are saying terrible things. There was someone who left a comment in one of my videos. I don't know if I talked about it in a live stream or a video or not, but someone said, I hoped the Toyota Tacoma finished the job, is what the comment said. And, yeah, stuff like that's not acceptable. It's not fine. People like that should be publicly bashed for saying shit like that because it's not cool to say that. I don't know if the person who said, I hope the Toyota Tacoma finished the job, whoever said that in one of my comments, hopefully they realized there was another person involved in that accident, and it's not okay to say shit like that. There's about to be drama unleashed in the chat, probably. So, yeah, someone left that comment in my chat. It's not okay. It's not cool. So, there's been death threats about Minilad. And we're not going to talk about too many of Minilad or the death threats he gets, because I talk about that quite often. Same thing with the Ohmwrecker thing. Ohmwrecker gets a lot of death threats as well. And it's in my chats, it's in other people's chats, people wishing death or illness or harm or anything to do with him or his dog or anything. I remember one time I was watching a video and someone mentioned in this video, it was a commentary video, that Ohm said there was threats being made out about the dog that he owns. And someone commenting on that video says, well, the dog should be killed off as well as Ohm or whatever. And I've seen comments like that before in the past. And I try to put out a PSA that death threats are not okay, and I do that quite often. Well, a person named Jay. Yeah, Jay. So what I'm getting at is that Liz Katz put out on Twitter recently, and Liz Katz blocked me. I can't see Liz Katz's Twitter. I can show you real quick that I do not have any way to see Liz Katz's Twitter at all. I go to type in Liz Katz. Oops. It pops up right here. I go to click on it. I'm blocked. I can't see the Twitter, okay? I'm blocked. Liz Katz blocked me a long time ago. There's a story behind that, but I'm pretty sure most people know the story, blah, 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 blah. So somebody sent me this right here. And so that whoever that somebody is, I didn't realize this until right now, but they have that my little TJV other photo as their Twitter profile, which is weird. But somebody sent me this and said, hey guys, I know I haven't been posting much or whatever as of late. I'm sorry for that. Since learning about serious, incredible threats made towards me and my family, it's been hard to get back into the groove. Still really shaken up from the audio clips, hoping to get back into things soon. So whatever credible threats made towards her and the family, it's been hard to get back into the groove, and apparently they said that she hasn't posted on Twitter in 3 days, and that's why. Ignore them. They're empty threats made by online cowards, losers. So we thought maybe, okay, these are threats made towards her and the family, maybe threats online, because both her and Delirious's occupations are online. Maybe that's what it is. We can't risk seeing if they're empty or not, which you can't. You really can't. That's why these threats shouldn't be made. If you control yourself not to make those, but they were not made online. So there were some sort of threats that weren't made online, apparently. Some people thought this had to do with, what was it? Some people thought that since it's not online, people were referring to this as the court case. Maybe the court case is somehow threatening to her and her family, or something like that. Like the court case between Delirious and Ohm. Let me know what you guys think she means by they're not made online. Damn, why would anyone threaten you? They are extremely mentally ill. People have referred to Ohm being extremely mentally ill before, but I'm not insinuating she's throwing any blame on Ohm. I hope she's not throwing any blame towards Ohm, because as far as I know, Ohm has not made any sort of threats as of late. And if she or Delirious ever sit here and say that Ohm is threatening them in any sort of way, I would hope they would provide proof of that and not just say that out publicly. Do you guys think that? What do you guys think of this? So the credible threats maybe towards her and her family, still really shaken up from the audio clips. So some sort of audio clips made her shaken up or whatever because of the credible threats towards her and her family. And the fact that she says they were not made online. So these threats weren't made online. So I don't think it's referring to Ohm or the court case or anything. It just seems a really sad thing, and I hope Liz and her family and Delirious can deal with it. And hopefully it's nothing that affects them too much, and hopefully it doesn't harm them for too long either. It seems like it is harming them a little bit right now, obviously, because it stops you from posting online or whatever. But hopefully this is all going to be good. It's all that sort of thing. Is Ohm just being casual and awkward in the case? It's mainly their attorneys talking. He doesn't really do much in the case besides talk to his attorney and discuss things. I think it's believable. Some individuals would have the mindset thinking it is okay to make threats to anyone. It's kind of sad. Yep. So anyways, yeah. These threats were made offline apparently, and they're audio clips and blah, 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 blah. The very next thing I'm about to show you is why this is really fucked up and why people, just like how it's wrong for Delirious to sit here and say Ohmwrecker deserves to get shot for the GTA character, it's also wrong to insinuate someone made a death threat without having actual proof. This guy right here saying ignore them, they're empty threats, and then these things not able to see it or whatever. Ohmwrecker, which I was able to see this is my actual Twitter profile. Someone sent me the link to this reply, so when I go to see it, I see this. This is what I see when I see Liz's. So I don't see her original post and I don't see her reply because she blocked me, so I can't see it. But then I went and I took a screenshot of this. Ohmwrecker at it again. What a fucking loser. So this guy insinuates that Ohmwrecker made threats towards Liz and her family, and that's what happened. As far as I know, there are no threats made publicly. And she said it wasn't made online. Okay, then I don't think it would be made. I typed in Ohmwreckers, but Ohmwrecker doesn't have any sort of threats made publicly. Not under tweets, not under replies, nothing. There's nothing that shows anything that Ohmwrecker is making threats online. She did classify that it was offline. So maybe she's talking about something to do with the court case, if it is relatable to it, but it might not even be relatable to it. This is something that she just has to deal with, and she was just updating people on what was going on. So there should be no connection to Ohm here, but again, we get a comment like this, where someone just assumes it's Ohm, because everyone has a hard-on to hate Ohm, for XYZ reason, without taking into account that you don't want to insinuate someone did something if they clearly didn't do anything. TJV, that was deleted. Someone deleted this right here. He removes that tweet. There's a reason why. That comment was this comment right here. Valos removed this one. Is that what you guys are talking about? So he did remove the tweet. All right. Well, it was still screenshot in time to show that the people are willing to go and do this. I'm glad it was removed, and I hope I don't see any more like this. I hope nobody has to ever see it. But yeah. If you're telling me it's removed, I believe you. I believe you if you said it's removed. But yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. At this point, it would be stupid move for Ohm to make a threat. It would affect the court case. Yes, it would for him. And so far, it's looking like it's more in Ohm's favor than Delirious. Exactly. The court case is looking more in Ohm's favor than Delirious. It would be stupid to him to jeopardize it by making a public threat or a private threat to anybody. So he ain't going to jeopardize the case for this. Ohm's not going to do this. He's not going to make alt accounts like what people think that he's doing. He ain't going to make threats like people think he's doing. And comments like this should not be joked around about. And this leads to my next point when I'm talking about is that these death threats aren't funny. So don't insinuate someone's making death threats if they didn't make it. But if you see a death threat made online in MiniLad's comment section, in Ohm's comment section, in Delirious' comment section, in LizCat's comment section, in anybody's comment section, death threats are not acceptable. They should not be made online. And you have no idea if they are empty threats or if they're actual threats, like something's actually going to happen if this person ever sees you in person or is ever in the vicinity of you. It's not okay. I've received my sure handful of threats and everything like that. I do the smartest thing possible by reporting the comment to YouTube, whatever platform it's on, and then move on from there. And if something seems really credible where someone threatens me and shows, hey, I have your address, then I would contact authorities about it. But most of the time, online threats are empty threats, but they're not even worth even considering empty threats. Just take the right precaution and report the comment, and hopefully whoever has that account stops making those threats, and just pray that nothing ends up happening. And make sure that you're always being safe, especially if you're online and talking online. You got to end up seeing that. I agree, Armstrong, but we still can't go straight forward to assume that Ohmwrecker did make those threats. No. I think Armstrong was saying that, like, Ohm wouldn't do that. It wouldn't be it would be a stupid move if he did do that. That's what Armstrong was saying. I feel like Ohm could make a comeback to the Vanoss crew if he gets subscribers back and supporters, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think the Vanoss crew would want to play with him, but maybe a couple of years down the road they'll patch things up and everything will be fine. I think Ohm is completely contempt on not working with the Vanoss crew anymore, but Ohmwrecker could find other people to play with still, and maybe some members of the crew that aren't, super closely tied, like someone like Smitty or Puffer or Grizzy, maybe someone like that. But even then, it all depends on their opinions. We don't know the opinions of the person. Like Nogla said, he's still cool with Ohm regardless of the drama. So maybe Nogla would play, do a video with him, but that would be it. No other member of the crew would want to participate in that, and that's completely fine. For sure, Delirious and Ohm will never be playing together, and Ohm's pretty far removed from playing with the rest of them as of now. Vanoss crew won't be letting Ohm back. Ohm is too toxic for starters. Again, at the end of the day, we're going to have to evaluate all of this and see whether or not we were right about all of this. I do think that there were dumb decisions that Ohm made. There was dumb decisions that Delirious made. We'll just have to see the severity of it. I mean, Delirious has made really, really, really dumb decisions. I would argue Delirious has made more dumber decisions. Delirious made more dumber decisions than Ohm has, and Delirious is playing with the crew still. The only reason why Ohm's not is because Ohm was literally going after the entire crew all at once, and they all banded together, and that made them closer together without Ohm being there and having all a common enemy sort of thing, and that's sort of what ended up happening. So, again, it's a lot harder for Ohm to ever try to talk to members of the crew again and get along and do anything like that. Plus, Ohm's more on that, hey, I want to fight for these victims sort of thing. He's on that sort of journey, so I don't think the rest of the crew want to be attached to that as well. So, again, it would be a lot of work on both sides for it to work, but it probably won't happen. I just hope there's no death threats that makes things worse. A lot of them are starting families. Yeah, I think the death threats need to be really removed in all of this. If you ever see shit like this, like that, call it out. Publicly bash it. And if you don't want to use your own account and do shit like that, screenshot the death threat and send it to me. Let me know, because I'll make videos talking about that shit. I'll publicly bash that until the end of time. And I don't know if anyone's going to be rewatching this later down the road, or if this is going to be clipped and sent to anyone, but if any member of the Vanoss crew is getting death threats, including Ohm and Delirious, I want to see those death threats, okay? I understand maybe you got to keep them confidential for the court case. Maybe that has to happen, blah, 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 blah. But if Liz, Delirious, Ohm, any of you guys are getting death threats, put them out publicly or send them to me or send them to someone who can make them public. Because those people who do make those death threats should be bashed online. We should know what accounts are making the death threats. And those accounts, one, should be reported, but two, publicly shamed for doing something so stupid and idiotic. I'm just saying, like, I have no problem taking that up. Now, personally, I don't want someone's threatening that they're going to take their gun and shoot someone, I don't want that person with a gun to be mad at me or anything like that. But I will be calling out if someone's stupid enough to make a death threat towards someone over some silly YouTube drama that's happening online. Yes, they're in a court case, and yes, it's very serious, but all the audience and fans of both Ohm and Delirious are so far removed from the court case right now, and it's so under wraps that only certain commentary channels like myself or Toy Bounty Hunters covering that they shouldn't be jumping into it and being like, I'm going to kill Ohm for Delirious, or I'm going to kill Delirious for Ohm. That's just stupid and idiotic. But yeah, anyways, that's the death threats, and that was the whole VanossCrew references and stuff like that. Didn't want to make an individual video for it or anything like that. Kind of wanted to do it live and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty fun. So, as fun as we could have made it with how serious the topics were, obviously. So, yeah. A lot of stuff we talked about today. Is there any other questions people have? Anything else you guys want me to talk about, or anything else you want me to do? Because that's kind of that was on the list of things I wanted to do for the stream, pretty much. Honestly, if they get mad at me for calling them out, then that's good, because threats like that is not okay and doesn't help anyone. Exactly. Call it out if you can, but if you feel unsafe calling out the death threats yourself, send it to me, because I certainly will do it. I'll put that motherfucker on blast. Or maybe TJV, if someone attempts to warn you with a firearm, buy one yourself. You never can be careful these days. I'm not going to speak on that point, Jacob, but I don't have a lot of worry about threats at all. I don't have a lot of worry with it. I'm okay. No worries. I mean, I'm not worried about that. It's just my feelings for Delirious were crushed, and now I want to stop watching him. I don't blame you. Like, okay, my goal is never to show bad things that content creators are doing to make people stop watching them. If you could still watch them and forget about the drama, great. Continue to watch that person, whatever. But at the end of the day, Minilad did some disgusting shit. Most people can't live with that. That's why most people don't live with Minilad. Delirious is starting to show that he's doing disgusting shit as well. He's saying some very foul shit. He's doing some very foul shit as well as saying it. And yeah, it sucks. I mean, I can't watch an Ohmwrecker video. I can't watch a Delirious video. I can't watch a Minilad video. Because again, at the end of the day, I see too much in these people's lives and the shit that they do and the shit that they have done that it's difficult for me to do it. And I understand if you guys are the same. I wish Ohm on his best endeavors. Exactly. Like, again, if I'm not assuming, Pony Gamer, that you hate Ohm, but like if anyone does hate Ohm or doesn't like what Ohm did, just wish the best for him, wish the best for Delirious, and move on. And if you have an opinion, type an opinion out. But don't. What I hate seeing is just constant hate with no explanation to the hate. I mean, that just seems childish to me, but some people don't want to type out a full explanation on why they don't like the guy. I might send you screenshots of people telling me to die. Okay. What do you think? Who do you think will win the case? I think Ohm will. From everything that, for example, like the Delirious threat, Delirious made about this person should be shot, talking about Ohm and his GTA character, to that, to the alt accounts, to the first allegation, the Skype call that happened a long time ago that Marcel and Mexicutioner set up and pranked Delirious with. All that stuff is true. The alt accounts, what Delirious said about Ohm, that he should get shot. The first allegation is true, that he was in a Skype call with a minor and did have phone bleep with her. He admitted to this. He thought she was an adult, but he claims that basically I do work and Mexicutioner pranked him to do it. I mean, with those three things being true, and they're both trying to sue each other for defamation, Ohm's not really defaming if most of the stuff he's saying is true. Delirious, on the other hand, a lot of the stuff he's throwing at Ohm, I don't know if it holds weight. I don't know if everything does hold weight, so we're going to have to wait and see. I want to see more from Delirious's attorneys. I want to see more of a defense. Right now, we're not seeing much of a defense at all. We're seeing Delirious's attorney stall. We're seeing delays. We're seeing same old information and documents being posted over and over again and submitted. So let's hope the court case picks up some speed and we end up finding, more of a defense from Delirious, and we'll see what they present, and maybe my mind will change. But as of right now, I think Ohmwrecker is going to win the case, and I think that's just what it is. I think that's going to be the that's going to be the outcome of it. I think Ohm's going to win it, but that's just my opinion now from what I'm seeing so far. My mind can change depending on Delirious's defense. We'll have to wait for the defense because there's been little to none. I only stopped watching the mini lad because he wasn't playing with the group no more. Figuring out his predatory actions was what made me unsub from him. And something similar could happen to Delirious or Ohm if Ohm loses the case. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, Ohm could win because Delirious couldn't control his emotions. And not only that, it seems like Delirious' attorneys aren't really doing that much as of right now either. I'm more concerned for their families. Most of these guys are old enough to be mature but are doing disgusting things. But most of them have families, and this doesn't just affect them. Keep it in mind. Yeah, Smurf was right. Like, these people, Delirious does have a family. I mean, as far as I know, Ohm doesn't have any kids. But Delirious does have a family, and yeah, days of him doing this shit should be over. It should be long gone. When the rest of the crew are going to probably start picking up and having kids and families of their own. So, some of them already do, but yeah, a lot of this drama has to come to an end one day because people have to just move on in general. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of unanswered questions probably at the end of this court case, and I will be trying to fight to get some answers. I will still be here, and I will still be trying to get some answers for sure. I'm just glad Chilled Chaos isn't Ohm. I have a lot of people who told me to die over drama. I'm sorry to hear about that. For me, I used to like Ohm until he did what he did, and it's soured on me. Gotcha. Well, guys, that is just ran my thumb up against the edge of my desk. That fucking hurt a little bit. I'm not bleeding though. My thumb's okay. Anyways, that is pretty much all I got for the stream. I don't really got much else to say. And might as well leave on a high note. Usually when I have 55 viewers, I like to do something like I like to go raid a stream. Like we'll do a positivity raid and go raid somebody's stream that has no viewers or whatever. Or we'll, I don't know, play a game real quick or something like that, just so the number dips down lower and lower and lower. Yeah, usually we would, but maybe we should end on a high note. Have a lot of viewers here, just dip and say see ya later. How to bash table, use thumb. Yeah, that fucking hurt. Ugh. Hope your thumb is getting better. Yeah, I'm allowed to take ibuprofen and Tylenol if it starts to hurt, but I've been fine without it, so I think I'm gonna be all right. So, take a minute to breathe. I did finish my water, so I need to go get another one. All right, this will be it. Thank you guys for joining. TJV, have you played only up? If there is any final last questions, I'll answer. I'll be here for like another minute or two if there's questions. Start typing your questions. Bring them in. Come on. Start typing. Stop listening. Stop watching me. Start typing a question, and I'll answer them. All right. At TJ, it can be any question, by the way, either. I'll answer 100% honestly. I won't lie. At TJV, have you played only up? No. I have no interest to, and it looks like a dumb game to me. And I seen Louis, Mini Lad play it. Don't know why I said Louis. I don't even know if Louis played it, but I've seen Mini Lad play it, and I think that was my first witness of seeing the game only up. I know other popular streamers have played it, but I'm not interested. Plus, a lot of my friends like to play it on Fortnite, like a Fortnite creative map of only up, and I don't like only up. I think it's annoying, and I would rage too hard and break something, and I'm not interested. Have you ever heard about the Louis allegations to HFE? I have. I used to make videos about it. I think my videos I made back then were very terrible, so I removed them back then, but I've talked about it publicly on multiple people's streams. Crow's Judgment, I've talked about it on Sen's stream. I've talked about it on, I've even talked about it on some of my own streams. I've talked about it with Louis Louis in stream before. I have heard about the Louis allegations before. Well, I just watched an entire stream. Congratulations. Yeah, usually these goes on for 4 hours, so I'm cutting it off by short. He's played only up on Fortnite. I actually didn't play only up. Oh, I did for a little bit with you, Jesse. You, Jesse, Jesse, and Austin, Jeremy. I played for like a little bit, for like 10 minutes, and then I left. I was like, yeah, no. TJV, do you tolerate Pong? No, I fucking hate it. I'll get those screenshots for you. Okay, thank you. What was there plans of making gaming vids or live streams? Yeah, I wanted to do live streams. I just don't get the viewership. Like, you see 50 viewers in here, which is a lot less than I used to get, granted. But if I did like a Fortnite gaming stream, or like a game that I enjoy playing, like Trackmania or something like that, I get a lot less viewers than that. And it's not worth my time to stream for 10, 20 people. I'm sorry, but it's just not worth it at the time. If those 10, 20 people were constantly donating, yes, I would do it. But the more people that can join and the more attention I can bring to my videos and my streams is what I need to focus on. At the end of the day, I am making an income from this, and I can't really be wasting days doing that. But maybe I'll think about it. Maybe on my off days I'll play a game regardless if I get a lot of viewership or ad revenue from it. Maybe I'll do it, because I know some people like seeing that, but I'm sorry. Why is Minilad bad at relationships? He chooses underage girls, and then apparently, according to Sammy, he is very manipulative. So that is why. Are you soon doing gaming live streams? I just answered that question. Again, I'll think about it if people really want it. Maybe I'll do a poll on my community post, and if people actually say, like, I get a few hundred people saying yes, then maybe at least like 50 people. If 50 people say yes, do it, I'll do it. But like, I don't get those numbers typically. People prefer the drama streams. They prefer me reacting to stuff, not gaming. Hi TJ, I'm sorry for my behavior. Oh, and then hi Cluster. Okay. You're alright. You're alright. Paid cartoons. Just don't say hi Minilad again, because he is not here, and I do not want him here. Unless I'm going to be interviewing him and shitting on him the entire time. What is your opinion on the whole VTuber community having drama? Don't really care. Never really cared about the VTuber thing. The only thing I know about VTubers is from watching Sammy or Sunny Day. I used to watch her streams, especially her recent ones coming back. She doesn't talk about the VTubers thing a lot, but I only know a little bit because of what she's talked about. I don't know much about VTubers outside of that. Safe, y'all. Be polite, be respectful, and stay hopeful. Hopeful everything is answered when the court case is over. At TJV, remember to remind them about being respectful. Yes. 1,000 reminders to be respectful, and no death threats. That's awful. Do you have a gaming channel, and if you don't, would you make one? I would not. I want to keep all my content on the same channel. I understand that, like, having a drama channel and a gaming channel probably could be good, because the gaming channel could pop off, and I could post my gaming content on there, and then my drama channel would be my drama channel, and people who like just the game videos wouldn't have to deal with all the drama videos. But I want to get big enough to the point where, like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. There's enough people that just wants to sit down and talk with me, or wants to spend time with me. At the end of the day, I think I need to show a good personality, and I need to show good morals and good traits in order for people to enjoy my company. And at the end of the day, that would be the goal. I would want people to enjoy my company, regardless if I'm gaming, regardless if I'm talking about drama, regardless if I'm reacting to a video, regardless if I'm talking about a movie review that I just saw a movie or whatever. I would want people on the same channel here. And that's what I would want. I wouldn't want multiple channels split up and all that other sort of thing. All right, moving on. Why you gotta hurt my feelings like that? Oh, because I hate Pong. What do you think will happen when this is all over? I think when the court case is over, there's going to be a lot of unanswered questions, and then Ohmwrecker's going to have to decide if he's going to talk about the rest of the Vanoss crew that he's been calling out, similar to, like, he's been calling out Wildcat and Big Jiggly Panda and 407 for some of their old tweets. He claims that the Vanoss crew had an old Skype group chat that has a lot of bad stuff in there. We're going to have to address that sort of thing, and then, you know, other stuff like where's Minilad at that point and what's going on with him. We're going to figure out what's going on with him. That's going to be near the end of what we see as of now, but we see that as the ending. By the time we're there might be a whole nother ending we're looking forward to, you know? So it all depends. We don't know. We don't know when a true ending of this will be. It's just right now we're covering it day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. And we're going to see how it goes. Maybe by the time I'm starting to have my first kid is when the drama's going to be close to being over. Or maybe by the time I'm, my kid's about to turn 18, maybe 20 years from now, 30 years from now, this drama's finally going to be over. We don't know when really the ending is of all of this. That's kind of hard to say what's going to happen, because I don't know what time it's going to be, what year is it going to be when all this is over. I imagine when all of this is over, everyone's going to revert back to normal and do their YouTube videos, but by then, this drama could still be going on for a long time and never truly have an ending. Maybe people just move on from it without fully closing the book on it. What are you going to post after the court case? After all the court case stuff is over, depending on what's going to be out there publicly. So I imagine Ohm and Delirious are going to want public statements out there after the court case, because they kind of have to keep their lips sealed for the court case. But I imagine after the court case, if they want to open up and say anything, I would cover that information. If Many Lad's still uploading, I'd cover information on that. And then what would I post after that? Whatever else I wanted to talk about at the time. Maybe that's when I start my gaming career at that time. I don't know. That's interesting. I haven't thought about it because of how much work all this is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that I can't say right now, but there is stuff happening that hopefully I get to talk about later down the road. How far into the stream are we? 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds. Are you sus? No, I am not. All right. Caught up on the questions. We're good. All right, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in to the very last minute. 40-something people here to the very last minute. I really appreciate that. I'm going to go get some water. Try to enjoy the rest of my day. Play probably a video game. Edit until I pass out and go to bed. And then hopefully I have a video sometime soon for you guys. I didn't talk about what I was going to post soon at all. What I was planning on posting is a drama video, but it's nothing to do with the VanossCrew. It's a different situation, and I can't talk about anything now, but there will be a video coming out soon, and it's going to be very, very high quality, so keep that in mind, that there's going to be a different drama video coming out that's not related to the VanossCrew at all, but it's something else that's really, really serious, and something that I've been tasked to talk about, and I have no problem doing that, so that's something I'm going to have to end up talking about. So yeah. And then other videos I have planned is there are some other things about the VanossCrew I have to talk about that are interesting. It's just wasn't going to share everything here in the stream. So yeah. Taco. Awesome. All right. See you guys later. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next time. Look out for my next upload. Also, I might do another similar video to banana, where I just hold up an object and say it. So I'd be like, lighter. It'd be something similar like that. Don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do another video similar to that, because I want more videos like that on my channel, just randomly sprinkled out throughout a while. But anyways, yep. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and see you guys later. No death threats. Be respectful. Drink some water. And take a big fat rip if you have a vape at all. Or if you're smoking a cigarette or a blunt or something like that. That wasn't even that big. I'm going to try it again.